We are live. So, hello everyone. We are just waiting a bit on Mao to arrive on the scene. And once we do, we can get started in earnest. But for now, let's do a little recap on what happened last week. So last week, you guys managed to do some trading with the Sverfneblin, the Dark Elves, or Dark Gnomes, Deep Gnomes, some underground race, blue
They're the
people.
Smurfs.
They're the Smurfs. They have
The jockeys.
they're the emo Smurfs because they have deep blue skin and white hair and live underground.
Is that the beaver gnome? The who? Whatever. I don't care. Keep on going.
So, the gnomes of their little underground town called Mossburrow, a little cavern of mossy hills covered with little rune-covered stones that serve as doorways for them. You guys managed to make contact with them, do a little bit of trading, got some cool items out of it, but while Peggy was in the gnome burrows trying to repair your guys' specialized Underdark navigation tools, you guys were beset by several beasts, umber hulks, that destroyed a large portion of their burrows, and you guys rushed into action to help them. After a long, arduous battle in which Benegrin, the gnomish leader of the gnomes, turned into an earth elemental and sort of did a kaiju battle with one of the umber hulks.
Kaiju battle!
And after that, they were thankful for your assistance, and Peckledrow was even willing to part with her masterpiece, known as Rockhewer, which was given to Zumasu. It's a longsword that can, well, it deals more damage to constructs, but more importantly, it can create a giant hole in the wall. Yes,
it's also a +2 sword.
It's also a +2 sword. It is magical. That blade pretty much looks like, we'll say, I don't think I described it before, but we'll say it looks like a long obsidian shard, the blade itself, with a golden sort of center of it, whatever that central part of the double-sided blade is, that runs up along its spine. And then its hilt is encrusted with gemstones, but is largely made of stone. Anywho,
Don't chip it.
don't chip it, it's obsidian. It's also magical, so it holds up to that sort of thing. So, I think, without further ado, we should head into the game. Mao is still on her way, it seems, but that's fine. I know she's on her way.
But can it still cut a tomato?
Oh, I'm sure it could.
Shit.
I'm sure it could cut a tomato. They're pretty good crafts gnomes. So, after a few more hours, after Peggy is able to recover a bit, she relocates. This was the main marketplace for the gnomes that got destroyed by the Umber Hulks. The gnomes have started clearing away rubble, getting what survivors they can, the attention that they need. But Peggy has gone back to work creating those tools for you guys. What do you guys want to do in the meantime? You probably have a few hours before she finishes.
I don't really know.
Short rest.
I guess, yeah.
Short
Resting.
rest is fine. So yeah, you guys take a little chill while the gnomes are trying to recover their poor little home.
I guess I'll help the gnomes put some things up. I mean, we're gonna take a long rest afterwards, right? I'm gonna guess.
You'd like to?
Probably.
No.
For now, I'll just help them rebuild a few of their stuffs, I guess.
Okay. You spend one short rest and then a few more hours helping them clear stuff out. They are thankful for your help and seemingly more reparations. Some of them give you a bit of side-eye for that one time that you told them you were going to kill them all and eat their corpses and all that stuff. I know that wasn't like you.
That wasn't very much help.
Well, it's okay. They're little boulders, so it's fine. A lot of it's dirt, though, so they're going to actually need to do a lot of restructuring to get this mound back in order. But after a few hours, Peggy emerges from one of the holes, and the gnomes see her walking past them as she heads towards you guys. She has a little case, and she opens it up. Here we are. Navigator's tools. Whew. That was a lot of work for me. But I had a lot of help. And Peckledrow, the other gnome, kind of nods her head beside Peggy.
Good job, Peggy.
The leader of the gnomes heads forward towards you guys, along with her brother, the mining captain of the gnomes. And she looks to Peggy to translate, saying that she seems to be saying that she's thankful for all that you've done, and that you always have a place here, even though you're probably the ones that brought those things here in the first place with your noise. But she says that you can always have a place here. They're looking to make a slightly larger den out of this one, or maybe big folk. Maybe.
That's enormously sweet. Can you perhaps tell them that we're grateful for their hospitality, 1, and 2, to be very careful of Granny Weevil Eyes, because it seems like she has it out for them.
Okay, I'll tell her. She transfers the information. The head gnome just kind of shakes her head. Peggy then translates what further she says, saying that she has heard of that witch. She seems to interfere with some of her magical divinations, but she spoke to her rock friends, and they seem to all have the same opinion of her. She seems to dislike us purely out of our peaceful lives.
She's just a jerk.
I think she's just a jerk.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So,
So I guess be careful. We don't know what she did to Zoo, but she's a jerk, so...
she's a jerk, and if we run into her again, I have a few choice words and spells for her.
And no kissing.
And no smooching!
Yeah, Zuzu,
To be
don't
fair-
go kissing strange women, okay?
I guess that's fair, but to be fair, that was pretty good glamour.
It was a pretty good glamour.
Mm.
Juliana just kind of shakes her head. Yeah, that's pretty good glamour. All right. So I guess we should move out, says Grubble, stepping off the edge of the pit. Yeah. Right away. Yeah, come on, guys. And then Peggy starts climbing out of the pit along with everyone else. Barty takes a look at his new navigator's tools. Oh, well, these will do just nicely. Yes. Let's see if I can get these calibrated. Let's meet up outside, shall we? Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
The gnomes see you at the edge of the pit and wave you goodbye. After a while, you guys are setting up the cart and whatever, getting ready to leave. The head gnome just says, in broken common, "Their travelers," and then she creates a stone wall, sealing off the cavern.
Good luck, but get the fuck out.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay.
Yeah, seems that way. Anywho,
We've been here for long enough. I don't know. I'm eager to get this job done.
as am I. Let's get rid of this Bjorn token and replace it with this here Antostido.
Woo!
Cool. Too cool for school. So, you guys finally have navigator's tools. Let's see if Barty can calibrate them correctly and figure out where the heck you guys are in the Underdark. Of course, you see where you are on the map, but you guys otherwise have been led around by a Zorn all over the place with no real rhyme or reason to where you're going. No time to update the map or anything. Anywho, let's roll a... actually, do you guys want to rest during this time? Do you want to do a long rest?
I vote yes. I want my spells back and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's probably good to at least camp outside and then scoot out.
Alright, we can do a long rest then. Let's do a little resty roll. Oh, that's good. Good.
Fuck.
Well, let's figure that out, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna... go. Sorry, just updating that. Anywho. So, good news. Rizzo was able to find a potion of healing, which is, of course, maxed out, thanks to her ability to max out her healing potions as a greater herbalist. As for encounters, there seem to be a few. I wasn't expecting so many. So,
Bring it on.
we will see. I'm just gonna arrange you guys, and I'm on another page just arranging you guys the encounter, because I had you spread out as if you were traveling. But now I'm gonna have you huddled as if you were camping. Sound good?
That's fair.
Whatever.
Cool.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, let's go there. You guys are nearby of the gnome's little cavern. You're only like a half hour's walk away from there. But you guys managed to get away and set up a little campfire, as it were, and get ready for a nice little hunker down.
Can I be in a tree?
If you'd like.
I'm in the tree.
Okay, which tree? Make a athletics check. As climbing is an athletics sort of check.
Where is the... I did great. I'm in the lowest tree possible.
You are on the lowest branch that you could find. It's not very impressive, but people assume you're trying to stay nearby and stuff. So they don't really pay much attention to it. You guys eventually nod off one or two of you, as some of you are on watch. Let's see who's on watch. I'm gonna go clockwise from Amon. It's Amon. That was easy. Okay.
That's good.
And I'm just...
You're usually on watch when something happens.
And it's
Mhm.
usually a good thing.
Yeah.
He has the best wisdom,
Sure.
I think, out of everybody.
Yeah, no one listens to me.
You are on watch with Ostrich. The rest of you have nodded off. Alright, I'm gonna need you, Amon, and Ostrich to make perception checks. Remember that some of you guys can control each other's characters. For instance, Boom Crash, I
Yeah.
believe, controls
I
Ostrich.
can,
Yeah.
I can only control Hotch.
All checks. Skill check, perception.
Yes. Right.
Yeah, mediocre.
Mediocre. A meaty-ogre. Sorry.
No.
Shut up.
Shut the fuck up. Alright. Where is... Now this is another thing I need to figure out. Okay, I did figure it out.
Yay!
Sorry, needed to I'm new to the Discord rhythm bot. Still figuring it out as I go.
Working out pretty good, though.
So, Amon and Ostrich are both near the campfire, unawares to what's going on, probably in a little false sense of security, as it were. But something is wrong. Amon, you and Ostrich both feel a little tickle because there are these strange rubbery tentacles wrapping around you, and before it's even possible to get something out, they're upon you. You've seen these creatures before. large
Ugh.
brain-lobed creatures with no eyes and a giant beak and tons of little tentacles. One of them is around you, Amon. Another has picked Mao out of this tree.
Excuse me.
Well, we'll try. You are unconscious and prone. Another one is going after Boom Crash, and the rest are going after Strick and Peggy. So,
Okay.
let's roll for initiative. Hold on, though. Need to make sure. Okay, it's clear. Yeah. We will do... everyone is surprised this round, unfortunately.
Should we just use our initiative to control our buddy?
No.
No.
They have an
NPCs their
initiative
own
button, I
initiative.
think.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. I rolled separately for Ostrich.
Okay. Cool. Does everybody have their initiatives set in then?
Wait, I'm just trying to see which one was mine, which one was Peggy's.
You had Peggy.
Never mind. I rolled twice. Okay, yeah, so to ignore the 22, unfortunately. Mine was the 2, Peggy's was the 8.
Okay, well, it put you in as a 2 anyway.
Okay.
And it put Juliana in as the... Okay, let's get the descending again. Okay, cool. So, let's go down the list. The first one is going after Boom Crash. Boom Crash, in the middle of your sleep, you have a really weird dream. It's very realistic. You get attacked by its tentacles. I'm going to need you to make a con save. Fortunately, this is a crit because of the advantage.
Awesome. Okay. Saving roll, Constitution. Oh, nat 20.
Okay, you've felt poison like this before, probably, but you are able to resist it. The tentacles grasp you, and you're going to take 21 piercing damage from the small spines covering the tips of the tentacles. It lets out an ear-piercing shriek as it pulls you up into the sky. Everyone is now awake, but they are all still surprised. You are also
So
now
21?
grappled. Yes. You take 21 piercing. And then it is going to move... What's its move? It is going to fly 30 feet into the sky. I'll put it on its little secondary bar so I can see how high it is. So Boom Crash, you are pulled up into the sky.
Awesome.
Meanwhile, 'tis this Grell's turn. It's going to use its tentacles on Ostrich. And it gets the 21 on Ostrich and deals 7 piercing damage to them. And then Ostrich's going to need to make a con save.
Okay.
So it's still you, Boom
21.
Crash.
Yep. So con save. Hold on. We're in a different order. Saving roll. Constitution. Oh, great.
Okay, so Ostrich is poisoned for 1 minute and is paralyzed while doing so. So Ostrich is like grabbed and then just and then suddenly falls limp as they are dragged into the sky. Another 30 feet as well. Next is this one after Amon's heart. An 18, does that hit you, Amon?
No, it does not.
Is it not hitting you because of your shield?
Oh right, yeah, that'll be it.
Okay, if it's a
Why?
hit without your shield, then it's a hit.
Okay.
Just because you weren't aware of it and able to block it. So you're going to take 11 piercing damage, and I'm going to need a con save from you.
All right.
I've also forgotten that they have multi-attack, so we'll get to that.
Okay, that's bad.
So you are also paralyzed and grappled, and are pulled 30 feet into the sky. It's also going to make a second attack on you, Amon. I'm going to go back and do that on other people too. But this is not a hit, because it no longer has advantage.
Ah, cool.
Ostrich, it's going to start gnawing on them with its beak, this time for a crit. So Ostrich takes another 10 piercing damage as it takes a bite out of this muddy sort of present. Boom Crash, you are also getting attacked with the beak for another 8 piercing damage.
Okay, so hold on. 8 piercing damage for Boom Crash.
And 10 for Ostrich.
And 10 for Ostrich. Okay, so.
Yeah, sorry, I
hold on,
forgot about
math.
that earlier. almost done with the surprise round. This last one, second to last one, is going after Mao. Mao, let's see. Does the 23 does hit you, actually, because of the advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to take 3 piercing damage, and I'm going to need a con save.
No.
Nope. You are also paralyzed. God damn.
This is fun time. I just wanted a nap.
You are then pulled 10 feet into the air, into the trees. Last but not least, we have this one on Peggy. Oh, I forgot to beak as well, Allie. That just barely hits Peggy with the advantage. So Peggy is going to take 8 piercing, and Zoo, can you have Peggy do a con save? Meanwhile, I'm going to attack now. That second
She's
one does
fine.
not hit Mao. And yeah, Peggy is not paralyzed, so she is pulled up into the sky, kicking and screaming, but not paralyzed. Meanwhile, it's going to try and shut you up with its beak, and deal 4 piercing damage to Peggy. Well, that's fine, I suppose. Alright. Top of the round. Mao, you are no longer surprised, but you are paralyzed. I'm going to need you to make a new save at the end of your turn.
Did that make it?
Yes it did.
Whoop.
So Mao, you are no longer paralyzed. You come to, and you are 30 feet off the ground, higher than you ever dreamed you could climb a tree before. But,
Wow,
here you are.
rude.
Right, Peggy. Peggy is not paralyzed. What would Peggy do, Zumasu?
So Peggy is currently grappled then?
Yes, everyone that's up in the sky is grappled. You can try and escape, but
Can she use an acrobatics check to escape?
yeah, she can. She is also 30 feet in the air, but near a tree.
Okay, can she use an acrobatics acrobatics check to try and escape and then dexterity saving throw probably?
That's probably what's going to happen. Yeah, you've kind of read my
Okay.
mind here.
Alright, so she's probably gonna do that, because she wants to... Okay, I think she probably broke free.
She did. Peggy, with her small size, is able to slip out through the tentacles. The thing shrieks in annoyance as she falls towards a limb. Make a dexterity saving throw.
She has no dex added?
Oh, she does
Oh.
have... She should have +2.
Oh, it just wasn't... I mean, she didn't get added to the acrobatics, but she has it to her saving throw.
Oh, that's weird.
She got a 12. How okay is she?
Okay, so Peggy... That does not make Peggy save. Peggy is going to fall 30 feet to the ground, take 3d6 damage. So just 7 bludgeoning damage, but Peggy tumbles onto the ground.
It's okay, guys.
God, that
Just
hurt!
help the others.
Meanwhile, that's unfortunately all of Peggy's action, because she had to use the action to escape. Hotch, I'm
Can she
on.
move at all?
Yeah, Peggy can move. I'm gonna say maybe half her movement speed.
Okay, she'd probably run to the cart then.
Okay. Alright, Hotch, under Amon's control. What would Hotch do?
Alright. Okay, which is at the lowest altitude? Because the one that's grabbing me is high, one of the trees is
They're
high.
all 30 feet above the ground.
Yeesh, okay.
The trees probably reach
Okay.
about 100 feet up to the ceiling.
The tree itself, okay.
Each
but
of the
not,
trees, yes.
Okay, okay, shit. I say, okay, I'm just gonna... Okay, I'm gonna attack the one that's, try to get to the one, climb the tree. I'm gonna go to the base of the tree. And crossbow, the one that's grabbing onto Mao. Let's go with that.
Alright.
And wow, that's awful.
Yeah, and since Mao is currently grappled, I am gonna say that's gonna hit Mao instead.
Rude.
So roll for damage. Oh, actually it did already. So Mao, you're gonna
Yeah,
take 8
eight.
piercing.
I'm not sorry.
Sorry, I'm trying to shoot straight up, and it's like you're in front of it, and... Unfortunately, crossbow is a loading property, so that's going to be it for Hotch, I think, unless you need to do other things.
Yeah.
Meanwhile...
Actually, so I moved it for a while. Can I start climbing?
Yeah, you can start climbing. You moved about 10 feet.
Yes.
So you can move another 5 feet to get up to it, to the base. And then that will leave you with 15 more... Hotch has improved movement speed. So you can climb about 10 feet, but it'll still need an athletics check.
Okay, I'll do that.
Gotta get down with my flipper gibbet. Okay, Hotch starts taking their axe and like hefting it into the tree, and then climbing up, using like another smaller axe that they use for like their woodwork. And they just start climbing up. They do get about 10 feet. Okay, next it is the Grellon Boom Crash's turn. This little dude is going to chomp into you with its beak. It misses. Somehow, are you paralyzed, Boom Crash? Or did you make your save?
No, I succeeded on my Constitution save.
Okay, cool. Then it's just going to try and grip a bit tighter with its tentacles. So I'm going to need you to make a new save. That doesn't hit you, so you don't have to. Cool, cool. Instead, it is just going to fly ever higher. It's going to hover up to an altitude of 60 feet. It is now starting to disappear amongst the branches. You can't see any of your companions down below. Ostrich, it is their turn. They are no longer surprised, but they are paralyzed, so I'm going to need you to make a save at the end of your turn.
Okay. Well, I can't do anything, so should I just do it now?
Yeah, just do it now.
Okay. Con?
Yes. Okay, Ostrich is no longer paralyzed. Ostrich comes to and starts kicking and screaming from the tentacles that are wrapped around them ever so tightly.
Did not consent!
This is a bit of an unfortunate situation. Meanwhile, it's going to wrap its tentacles ever tighter around Ostrich. Ostrich is still grappled and will need to make a new con save. Ostrich's also going to take 10 piercing damage.
Too much hugging.
Poison. It's trying to pump more in. But my muddy veins have resisted it. Ostrich resists. It's going to chomp with its beak. And miss, thanks to Ostrich not being paralyzed. But it is going to fly ever higher to the sky. It is now 60 feet above the ground. I have records of which one's which. Okay, which one is this? This one's the one above Amon. This little dude is going to start attacking. This time it is with advantage because Amon is helpless. Okay, well that's still not going to hit him.
Yep. Tink.
And that's
Tink.
also not going to hit. So this Grell is just pulling Amon up into the sky, and it's just trying to knock its beak into the thing like a bird pecking on glass, not wondering what it is.
Nice.
Not able to figure out what it is. It's going to fly over here into like the sort of open area and head, we'll say, 50 feet into the air. Okay.
Alright.
Now it is Grovel's turn. Not these goddamn things again! Grovel whips out their crossbow and is going to head over here to the only one that they can see after Amon. Give back our healer, you scum! And they're going to use their crossbow.
I'm here too.
No one cares.
Okay, unfortunately that's not going to hit the poor thing. Just barely not going to hit. They have very low armor class. Okay, so it would have hit, but it whizzes by and hits into the wall of the cliff. Damn it! He goes to reload.
You're not good at this.
Juliana, controlled by Mao, it is your turn.
Let's try and get this one off of Boomcraft.
Okay, that one has, I'm gonna say heavy obscurement because of the leaves, just because of how high up it is. So I'm gonna say it's gonna have +5 AC.
What if I bonus action to Misty Step to get closer?
You can't because that's a spell.
Well, she would be able to do a cantrip and a spell.
Yeah. I have Ray of Frost, so I'd be able to attack without missing, pretty much.
Okay. Juliana has Giblet eye a safe place to Misty Step. You see that there is a cliff ledge over to the southwest that is about 30 feet up. That would help you get a bit higher. Or you can go to a tree limb.
I feel like Flying Lady in trees is probably a bad idea. So, let's move closer so I can Misty Step up and be able to try and shoot at Boom Crash from a better...
Okay, sounds good. I'm going to say she's only lightly obscured now. You can see that thing moving up through the trees. It's only going to have +2 to its AC.
Let's attack.
Oh, sorry, it gives me the button. I
mean, I can click it. It says 2GM and then it says Ray of Frost, so I'm not sure if I should click.
Yeah, you can click it. It'll just do what I just did. So that is not going to hit, unfortunately.
Damn it.
Oh well. Juliana shoots their Ray of Frost, and it, like, encapsulates some of the leaves as they crackle apart. Boom Crash is seen kicking and screaming, being drawn ever higher. 'Tis Rizzo's turn. Rizzo, what can you do? Crap. Let me check something. Yeah. Zumasu, do you need to get up there?
Sure.
Alright, who are you going after?
Boom Crash.
Alright, Rizzo's gonna head under the tree, and say, "Come here, I'll get you up there a bit."
Okay. That's not my
She's
turn
gonna, yeah, she's gonna hold her action. Amon, it is your turn. You are poisoned. I'm gonna need you to make a new con save at the end of your turn.
God damn. At the end of my turn or start? Sorry.
It's the end.
Then aren't I paralyzed? Like I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, you're not doing anything. I just say that just because that's how the thing works. Basically letting you know you can't do anything.
My macro's not showing up. Hold on, let me re.
Oh, you had to relog?
Yeah, my macro wasn't showing. Right, there it goes.
Aha. I still will never understand why yours, like, sends it to me also. Okay, that is unfortunately not a success. You are still limp as you are being dragged into the air. Thankfully, you have a crunchy outer carapace. Okay, we will continue. Crisp.
Cookie crisp.
Okay, well, hopefully they don't find your soggy bottom. So, this Grell is going to drag Mao ever higher into the trees. Which is now 60 feet up. Now Mao is starting to disappear. It's going to make some attacks against poor little Mao here. That's a 16. Mao, are you paralyzed or
No,
just grappled? Okay. So does a 16 hit?
it does not.
Okay, then that is safe. It's going to chomp with its beak, and that's going to hit you for 7 piercing damage.
I'm gonna react.
Okay.
Hellish Rebuke?
Alright, it's going to need to make a dex save. You unleash a blaze of fire up towards the Grell as it tries to tighten its tentacles. It shrieks and gurgles in pain as it is blasted with this fire. How much damage is that going to be?
14 damage.
14. Righty. It takes 14 damage as it goes up into the sky. It is still holding you tight, though, because it hasn't It isn't hurt that badly. Meanwhile, this Grell is going to surge on back towards the ground. It's going to be a mere... No, not 2. 5 feet above the ground. And is going to head over to Barty and make an attack. That doesn't hit Barty. Barty has 15 AC, because they have breastplate. Okay, Barty starts whacking away the thing's tentacles. Get away from me, you foul demon! And the Grell is going to retort with a beak. It chomps at Barty for 8 damage, and it is continuing its assault. It seems to be hard set on Dwarf tonight. Boom Crash, it is your turn.
Okay.
Zumasu's up next.
My first move. Well, yeah, I haven't moved yet. Damn.
It's a long round. A lot of people.
Yeah. I'm gonna attack this thing.
It is time to call the number.
Boom Crash, you lean up towards the thing that is hovering just above you with its tentacles in your grasp, grasping you, and you blast it for damage. It is a hit. 12 force damage. It is pushed into the sky, and using troll physics, you are dragged with it.
Okay.
So it's going to be now 70 feet in the air, and you can make your second attack. That is going to hit. These things are much squishier from the underside, and it takes another 11 force damage. This thing is starting to look not very good. A strange blue ichor is like crawling out of its body, seemingly blood dripping onto you.
Yay, juicy.
Anything else from you?
Wait, no.
You can't try and break free, that's an action.
Yeah. Can't cast a spell either. Okay, I'm done.
Alright, Zumasu, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna head over to Rizzo, see what she was gonna...
Okay. Here you go. And she takes a potion and she just smashes it over your head. It shatters, but you are covered in a liquid. You can choose to make a Constitution save. Would you like to fail?
I trust her. I'm gonna purposely fail.
You embrace the change, and you kind of close your eyes, waiting for something to happen. And you no longer feel the ground underneath you. You are floating up into the air, like you just do not care. You float about 20 feet up into the sky. Okay, you are now 20 feet in the air, but you still have movement. You're also now under the effects of a levitation spell. So, I'm going to say that you can move at normal speed by, like, grabbing onto tree limbs and propelling yourself upward. Almost like you're swimming or in space.
Okay, does that work in reverse too? Like I'm not gonna just float into space?
Who knows?
Okay, fine.
Okay. So you're 20 feet up.
How high is the one that has Boom Crash?
That is 70 feet up.
70.
Damn, I can't even. I have to use my full movement to even reach her. Let me just check something. Well, fine. I'm just gonna her.
Just gonna what?
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go after her. That's my full movement action, I guess.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and get in the way of the thing, so at least if it tries to move around me.
So you're gonna dash
Get a
and
foot
try
at
and
it.
get ahead of it?
Yeah,
Okay.
get like in front of it. Like, and it's basically I'm trying to threaten it, so if it moves away from me, I at least get a swing.
Okay. I'm gonna have you make an acrobatics check since you're dashing. Just to, like, dodge tree limbs on your way up.
I'm better.
Tarzan the shit out of this. That's not bad. With your levitation, you're able to push limbs out of the way and, like, do a little acrobatics in your fully articulated armor to get up and past the thing. So I'm going to put you over here, but on this side of the tree. So you are past it, and you are now 75 feet in the air.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah, Mortimer's gonna run over to
To Amon?
Yeah, can it try and distract the... It can't... Is it too far away to even try and distract the flank?
It's 50 feet above the ground,
Yeah, I can't do much.
but there's a wall nearby. It could try climbing that.
It's gonna try climbing the wall. It could make it probably... It could only make it 30 feet up the wall, probably, with the movement.
Well, it could dash.
Oh, but it had to get over to the wall first.
Yeah. So that would be about 30 feet. So it can go 30 feet up the wall with a dash.
It'll try it.
Sure. It climbs
It's
30
gonna start
feet.
barking. It's gonna bark at the thing and hopefully maybe distract it.
Okay. The lizard at your command. Go get him on! Save him on, Mortimer! Oh! And it starts climbing up the wall.
I'm picturing the thing from Star Wars.
Of
Yeah.
course you are. Well, this ought to be interesting. Okay, Barty's turn. Barty is going to say, Go get them, Mortimer! Mortimer can now use their reaction to move another movement speed.
It's gonna do it.
Mortimer goes up into the sky. Mortimer can get 10 feet above the creature. So we can
Yep.
do that.
Okay.
Mortimer is now 60 feet up on the wall. And Mao, it is your turn. You are no longer paralyzed and looking quite worse for wear. Hotch is trying to climb up the tree to get you, but that is far below. You can barely see him.
Son of bitch.
You are 60 feet in the air.
I am. I tried attacking.
Okay. Oh, I just saw your attack. That's a natural one. Yeah, you spin around, but you don't do much other than get yourself tangled up in its tentacles even more.
Bastard.
Anything else for your turn?
How's it looking? Is it looking like pretty fried?
It actually is looking pretty damaged. What's that from?
I burned it.
Oh, I set its health to 14 instead of minus 14.
No, leave it like that.
Okay, hold on. I do this from time to time. Okay, it's barely looking roughed up. It's singed, but it's not damaged.
Damn it.
Alright.
I don't really have anything else. I'm just gonna kind of like look at Hotch and be like, if you can get here and pull me out, be nice.
Yeah, well, I'm climbing as fast as I can! But unfortunately, Hotch is only 10 feet up. Peggy, it is your turn. You have just escaped from the Grell. This is controlled by Zoo. And the thing is going after Barty now, but there's also one going after Ostrich that you can see. And one that's going after Amon, and one that's going after Mao, but Mao is obscured.
So she can hit the one going after Ostrich, though? He's still paralyzed?
Yeah, Ostrich is still paralyzed.
Does she have to move or is she within range?
Yeah, she's within range. She has a crossbow.
Eh.
And the thing is like on the edge of the trees. So yeah, that's gonna hit, and deal 5 radiant damage to the creature. And,
Don't worry, Ostrich, I got you.
and you can follow up. That's gonna hit
Oh,
as
they
well.
both hit?
Yep, they both hit, so it's going to need to make a saving throw.
Can this thing be blinded? I forget if they have eyes.
Yeah. Hold on a second. It actually doesn't. So it creates
Damn it.
another blinding flash. Yeah, it doesn't blind the creature. There's just a little flash and it doesn't do much to it. Okay, anything else from you, Peggy?
That's all she got.
Alright, Hotch, you are 10 feet up the tree, controlled by Amon. What would you like to do? Mao is quickly getting out of your grasp. Because she's 60 feet up.
Okay. Let me see if I can. Is there any like low-hanging branch I can climb onto and sit?
Probably, yeah. What are you planning on doing?
While sitting down and shooting.
Oh, okay. Just gonna plop the butt right there. There is another option for Hotch, because Hotch does have a thing with trees. Hotch has carpenter's tools. I don't know if you wanted to try that.
Just cut the tree down.
I mean, like, what am I gonna I'm not gonna, make a chair
That's
and
true.
sit on the branch.
I mean, like, chop it down. But that would probably hurt Mao, so that's up to you.
Also, chopping down a tree takes a long time. That's not feasible.
Hmm.
6
So
seconds.
it takes more than that.
He
So
has to be like a lumberjack to take that tree down in 6 seconds. Like a tiny tree takes 6 seconds.
Well, what if he's
Or-
raging?
Ugh.
okay. Like, okay, I'm gonna ask you. Is that shit possible if I'm raging, or are you just fucking with me?
I'm just fucking with you.
Okay.
God damn it, Chris.
Okay, then in that case, I'm gonna sit and shoot.
Okay,
let me
you plop
climb.
your butt down onto a limb and load your crossbow.
Okay.
Unfortunately, they are obscured, but at least you're in the tree a bit.
Yeah,
That's
but 23.
that's enough to hit, yeah, even with the obscuration, which unfortunately only deals 3 piercing damage, a glancing blow to the creature. And unfortunately that's it for Hotch's turn, I think, unless you want to keep moving up.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm
Okay.
gonna keep on climbing up and then sitting on a branch as if possible.
Hotch has 40 feet movement speed, so you can get another 20 feet up, so you'll be 30 feet in the sky. At this point, you can start to see Mao in their full form. Now, which one is that? That is the one near Boom Crash. Okay, Zumasu, you have just headed off this creature. It is going to tighten its tentacles on Boom Crash, then use its beak to snap at you. Does a
This is-
16 hit you, Boom Crash?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna need a con save from you, Boom Crash. And it got a 21 to hit you, Zumasu.
That equals, so that hits.
Yep, so you each take 7 piercing damage.
Boom Crash has the
She
plus
has.
of my.
It
oh,
doesn't
she
matter,
doesn't-
she succeeded.
We didn't heal yet, right? Or we only got the
this
short
is
rest?
this is during your long rest. Alright. That is it for this thing's turn. It can't really move away because you're in the way of it.
Well, it could try.
Certainly,
Try me, motherfucker.
could certainly try. It is Ostric's turn. Ostric is still
Oh.
paralyzed. So
No, they're not.
oh, yeah, they ended it, right?
Yeah.
So they are now not.
They're
paralyzed.
just very high up in the air.
Yeah.
Can they do anything with their muddiness or
Not
Kind of
like-
really.
slip out.
get out? Okay, so
I mean, they can try and
guess-
escape, but that's going to be the same sort of check as anybody else. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll give them advantage, but they're
Okay.
still high up in the sky.
Yeah. But I mean, they're only gonna get higher and they're at half health. So,
Might as well drop now instead of later.
yeah. Exactly. So, skill check. Skill check?
Yeah, it's an acrobatics check, which is probably better for Ostrich.
Okay. Fuck.
Okay. Yeah, Ostrich is unable to break free.
Okay. Well, bye, Ostrich. It was nice knowing you.
Ostrich tries to struggle against the tentacles, but they're only wrapping even tighter, now
Guys,
sinking
actually,
into the small
Don't
layer
help
of
Boom
mud.
Crash. Help Ostrich. Because Boom Crash has a Misty Step. She can get out. Ostrich does not.
I can't get over there in time. You just gotta hope Peggy kills it.
Yeah.
Alright. It is now the Grell that is on Ostrich's turn. It's going
Awesome.
to fly off into the trees with its hopefully kill. And it's now 80 feet in the air.
Awesome.
It's going to nom into Ostrich. Their beak. And that does hit Ostrich. Ostrich has not great AC. So Ostrich takes 4 damage. They are attacked with the tentacles. That is not enough to hit Ostrich, though. So Ostrich only took 4 damage, thankfully.
Nice. Okay, so
Minimum
we're
damage.
only
Just the tip of the beak.
we're only at 27. Yay!
This Grell near Amon is going to tighten its grip. try and get in past that armor. Ooh, I think I finally have gotten past that armor. Without the shield, that's going to hit you for 11 piercing damage, Amon. Then, it's going to try and crack open this tin can with its beak and do another 7 piercing damage. So a total of 18 piercing damage to Amon. Meanwhile, the creature is going to try and fly away from poor Mortimer here into this tree.
Oh yeah, wait a minute. I forgot to move Mortimer. Did Mortimer have ever jumped on that thing now?
You didn't forget to move Mortimer. Mortimer moved. And then Mortimer moved again thanks to Barty.
Oh no, but during my turn, Mortimer didn't do anything.
No, Mortimer moved.
No,
You
okay.
haven't had a
So
second
that's-
turn yet
You're right. You're right.
because you're at the very end with me.
Listen,
Yes.
bud, I gave you a turn and a reaction.
Yep.
Alright. The heck? There's like a Grell off screen. I don't know which Grell this is.
Don't bring it in. We
The
don't-
one
we
that's
don't
above
want
Gravel, it's with Amon. Amon.
No, but like I'm hovering over this next Grell in the initiative and I don't know which one it is. Because it's... Oh, okay. It must have been a
The one with-
glitch. Because it was just
Okay.
like... It was as if it was off the map onto the upper left, just
Oh.
highlighting nothing.
That's a bug on
That's
your
weird.
end. Yeah, it shows the one above Amon for me.
Okay. Well, that is its turn. It goes off into the trees. Mortimer can make an attack of opportunity, though.
Okay.
Actually, wait. No, it's 50 feet above the ground, and Mortimer is... Oh, 60.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll allow it. Mortimer can make an attack of opportunity as it tries to get away.
What is action attack 1, action attack 2?
Oh, sorry. This is not a creature. I'll just do it for you. That does hit the creature. That's gonna
Nice.
deal 3 piercing damage to it.
He's trying.
That's a level 2 spell for you. Okay, Grovel. It is their turn. They're going to head over to this thing near Barty. Get away from our navigator, you ass! Whips out their Spore Mace and hits. The creature is going to need to make a con save, which it fails. So it's going to take a lot of poison damage. And then second attack with the Morning Star. Dual wield! He yells. And deals another 9 piercing damage to this creature. The one near Barty is starting to actually get hounded on. Okay, it is Juliana's turn.
She is going to... Can she cast Featherfall as a reaction if she casts a spell during her turn? It does say a reaction.
Then yeah, she can.
Okay. Just want to make sure I can use spells now and...
Yeah.
So, she's going to attack the Grell on Ostrich.
Okay. With Frostbolt? Ray of Frost?
Yeah.
Okay, so hitting the button for you does work.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 19. That hits. Roll for damage. 14 cold. And it is slowed by 10 feet.
Awesome.
Huzzah.
Thank you.
Okay, Juliana has a clear shot of that creature, and she points her finger towards it. A blue ray shots from her outstretched index finger and collides with the brainish creature, covering with a white frost. It tries to crack it off in part of its movement to get away.
She yells out to the group saying that she's going to be ready for whenever anyone falls, but do not worry, you will not fall to your death.
Okay, just look up that spell, make sure that you have to be able to see the victim, because some of these people, like Mao, you probably won't be able to see. Amon also, you probably won't be able to see. The other two, you can probably make a perception check to see them.
It says casting time reaction, which you take when you or a creature within 60 feet of you fall.
It doesn't say you have to see them, so I
Does
guess
not
so.
say seeing. No.
Okay,
Also, maybe giblets in the middle, so that way they can. There
Rizzo
you go.
is going to head over towards this creature and toss an acid vial at it, which is a dex save on the Grail's part. Eat dirt, you little scum! And she tosses a vial, and it collides and deals some damage. Actually, it's a lot of damage, if I recall. 4d4, and then another 2d4 next round.
Fucking A.
Okay, it takes 13 damage this round as the acid starts eating away at its sort of outer rubbery membrane around its brain. Brain. Okay, it is Amon's turn. I guess you're gonna have to make a new save.
Mm.
And Amon, this is not the best fight for you. Amon is still limp.
Nope. Well, fight implies, struggle.
Actually, wait. I think that actually succeeds, because if I recall, that actually does just barely succeed. Sorry,
Okay,
I just
then
assumed it was a low number. So, you are actually no longer paralyzed at the end of your turn.
Well, it's still the end of the turn, so...
Yeah. So
boop.
it's a similar thing. Alright, this one over Mao is going to get feisty. It gets very feisty and deals 8 piercing damage to you, Mao. Do you have any reactions you want to use?
I can't use Uncanny Dodge while I'm being grappled.
Oh, I didn't know
At least
that.
I'm pretty sure I can't.
I mean, if it doesn't say you can't.
Let me check.
I'm
Okay.
also looking.
In the meantime, I'll just make a second
Um,
attack.
When an attacker that can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to have to... So as long as you can see the attacker, it's fine.
Which you
I
can.
can definitely see him.
Okay, well, if a 16 hits you, then you would take 8 piercing damage, but you can use your reaction to dodge it and take 4. But the beak is also going to hit you for 6.
No, 16 doesn't hit, so I was going to use the reaction on the beak.
Okay, cool. Then you only take 3 damage. The tentacles start wrapping around you, but you're able to push them away from your body, avoiding the spines very carefully, and its beak comes towards your head, but it just tings upon one of your horns, just barely missing you. That was a very uncanny sort of way to dodge that. It's going to loop
Nice.
around the back of the tree, and it's going to ascend even further. It is now up towards the ceiling, 90 feet above the ground.
Juliana's going to yell to Hotch, saying that you need to get her closer. She's out of range for my spell.
Oops, I skipped that other Grell. It is this Grell's turn. Okay, this one is going to keep grabbing at Barty. If that doesn't work, which it doesn't, it's just going to use its beak on Grubble. And it misses once more. It's gonna cut its losses and start floating up into the sky, 35 feet up. But it's gonna provoke an attack from both Grubble and Barty. Grubble's gonna use their Morning Star and hit for 11 piercing. And Barty, I guess, is gonna use their Quarterstaff. That's right! You get away from me, you stupid brute! And bonks at nothing with a 7. Okay, it is Boom Crash's turn.
Woo! I'm gonna keep hitting this thing. Fuck it.
That's fair. I mean, it's the Warlock's turn. Might as well Eldritch Blast.
Mhm.
That just barely misses. Its AC
Misses,
is
yep.
12, I believe.
Awesome.
But that one's gonna
That'll
hit
hit.
for 12 force damage. It is pushed up into the air and knocks into Zumasu, who is buoyant thanks to the levitation spell. So they are just kind of like, boom. They are like pushed 10 feet away, and the Grell is pushed 10 feet up and is now 80 feet above the ground.
Has it let go of me?
No, it's still like holding on to you. It's just like you're pushing it up, and then its force is taking you up with it.
Okay.
It's like putting what is it? 2 magnets on a skateboard and then saying, "Oh, the skateboard should be moving infinitely." Okay. So that's that. You guys are just kind of like messed about here. Zumasu, it is your turn. You're gonna have to make an acrobatics check to try and get back to this creature. But otherwise, you're still floating around. Okay.
Okay.
You are able to kick off of a branch and push towards the creature.
Alright, swingity swing. So first attack I want to try and hit... Okay, good. I want to hit this thing and then I want to grab Boom Crash if I fell it, because I'm going to smite.
Okay. Smitey time. Okay. That's 15 plus 4, 19. It is at 1 hit point. It is on its last tentacle, which is still holding tight onto Boom Crash.
Guess I'll just swing again.
Guess you'll just swing again. That is another hit. Your last attack finally lands true, and you stab into the underbelly where Boom Crash has been pounding upon it, and it stabs into the creature's brain, and it starts to fall. Boom Crash, I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Zumasu is nearby you, so you thankfully have his presence to help you, I guess.
Grab on. You get +4. God damn it!
Reaction ready for Juliana for Featherfall.
Okay. I'm going to need you to make a... Oh, wait. You don't need perception. Okay. The Grell starts to fall towards the ground. Boom Crash starts to land among trees. Zumasu yells, "No!" Juliana does some Naruto hand jutsus, and then suddenly Boom Crash, for the first time, is falling like a feather. This is probably how flight birds feel when they fall. But
I feel very sad.
It's very
in
nice.
the depth of my Kenku.
Too bad for that poor cursed race that can't make anything of their own, cannot fly. Okay, Zumasu, you have the rest of your turn. I'm going to say you spent about 10 movement moving towards that thing. You are still buoyant.
I'm buoyant. Are we going by gravity buoyant or water buoyant?
Gravity.
Okay. Could I item interaction throw things to move further?
I mean, it would be more useful to probably just kick off of a branch.
Okay. Can I do both?
No.
Okay, I'll just kick off a branch. I want to move to Arstrick. This will take a while.
Okay. So I'm gonna have you. I'll just say that you do it. You were near a branch, so you move 10 feet. You can move another 20 feet. That gets you there, you say?
Yeah, about that's like 4 squares.
All right. 'Tis Barty's turn. Barty is going to look to you, Zumasu, I guess, or Hotch. Which one? Who needs to move the most?
I'm gonna try and float to Ostrich.
Okay.
Is Ostrich able to try? Could Barty try and give Ostrich a chance to escape again, or no?
No, it's just movement.
Then give it to Hotch.
Okay. Hotch can now use their reaction to move up to their movement speed, which is a lot, to be fair. And they are climbing, so they can get another 20 feet up in the air. So now they're 50 feet up the tree. Go get them, boy! Just keep climbing, I believe in you! So they're still 40 feet below Mao, but at least they are still in their sights. Mao, it is your turn. You are on death's door.
Gonna try to get out of the grapple?
Alright.
Athletics, or can I do acrobatics?
Whichever one you want.
I want to wriggle my way out of this thing.
Ha!
Wow.
Good rolls tonight. Too bad Mao's gonna die.
Natural one.
That does not escape its grip. That DC is a bit higher than the poison DC. You're trying desperately to get away, but you're too weak. You've been pumped with poison, battered beyond belief, so many beak wounds. You just can't get out of there. That's unfortunately your action. Do you have anything else you can do?
Nope.
Peggy, it is your turn.
She can't see Mao. She can only see Amons and the Ostrix, right?
And even then, they've moved further into the tree. It's actually hard to see them now. They have improved AC.
She's gonna go after Amon, so she'd have to move forward to get a better view.
Yeah. And then it would just have improved AC because it's obscured.
Shooty shoot. Fungus attack.
Yeah.
Nope.
It flies off, and I'm gonna say that actually hits an unintended target.
Nope.
Amon, you're gonna take 5 radiant damage from an inadvertent flyby.
Well,
And
I have resistance, so
there you
it's
go.
a 3.
Thankfully, the ASMR is resistant to such damage. Your second attack is also not a hit.
I don't think we know that he's an ASMR yet.
No, he's just some weird, gross thing under
Just
a
some
mask.
weird gross thing without a face.
I just think he's a really weird human.
Maybe you
Mortimer
guys just
forgot to move during my turn.
Oh
Can you
yeah,
have moved towards the tree that Ali was in? Or Mal was in?
yeah. Okay.
Save me.
He's 80 feet in the air. He's, what is he, 60 or 80?
He's 60.
Pretty high. Okay. And how high is that thing?
The tree goes up 100 feet. The cliff that he's clinging to goes all the way to the ceiling.
Okay, so how high is Mao's tentacle monster?
That is 90 feet up near the ceiling.
Okay. Could he theoretically get to it? 35 distance there, and then he'd need to go 30. He'd need like 65 movement.
Well, the thing is, it's not a straight line to where you're trying to go.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to... Or would it be better for him to just go high, close-ish, and then jump?
I'm gonna say that you can almost get there, like 10 feet away.
Roar!
So you are, I'm gonna say, 10 feet below the creature. Mortimer leaps into the nearby tree, and their mass is able to, like, land on the branches without much trouble. They get a good grip, and then they're able to climb up and around the tree. But I am going to have Mortimer make a check for this.
Okay.
We'll say it's strength. That's their better stat.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, Mortimer is fine. They are able to power through this. Hotch, the tree shakes a bit as the lizard that you can see far above lands in the tree. Several leaves fall past their face. After Peggy's turn, we have Hotch. What would Hotch do? Now I chop down the tree. Hotch is in Amon's command.
Oh, sorry. Shoot Mao.
Me?
Oh, it's not gonna hit either one of them, so who cares? I'm gonna keep on climbing.
Alright, Hotch is going to climb. They are now 70 feet in the air.
Don't look down.
Oh, Hotch doesn't have enough fear to look down. Maybe they'll remember once they get up there, though. Okay, 'tis Ostric's turn. Does Ostric want to try and get free again?
Yeah.
Alright,
That's all they got.
acrobatics.
Come on, baby.
Alright, that is enough to break free.
Okie doke.
So, Ostrich breaks free and is going to need to make a dex save as they plummet towards the branches below.
Okay, come on, baby.
Okay, that's a pretty
Hey.
good check. So, Ostrich is 80 feet in the air. They're going to halve the damage that they take on the way down. So let's roll some d6s. Oh, I need to go to the advanced dice roller. Hold on. There's just too many d6s. This is fireball d6s. So Ostrich only takes 13 bludgeoning damage as they fall towards the ground.
Really? Hot diggity damn.
Yep.
Yep.
Ostrich is able to land on some of the tree branches and slow their fall enough that it doesn't hurt them as much. And then finally they collide with the ground. Okay,
I'm okay.
that is an adventure I would not like to have again. Ostrich also has a bit of movement if they want to move.
Yeah, they are fucking off. Closer to Rizzo, so.
Okay, Ostrich heads over there, takes out their bow, and then just starts looking around, scanning the skies. Okay, it is, well, this Grell's turn. And unfortunately, it didn't really like that slippery target. It's going to go after a new one. And it's going to start descending upon Juliana. It's going to be 50 feet above the ground, which is 20 feet above Juliana because she's on the cliff ledge. Okay, so now got this one, sky over Amon. Let's tentacle and miss. Let's beak and miss. On a true testament to being a tin can. The Grell is unable to get in to this thing.
Well, I certainly am heartless.
It is then going to spiral around the tree a bit and ascend even further. We'll say it's now 70 feet in the air. Okay, 'tis Grubel's turn. Grubble is just gonna... Oh, this thing's high in the air. Grubble's gonna have to use their crossbow. And miss. Damn it! My controller's busted! Juliana, it is your turn.
How bad does the one coming at her look?
It looks like it's about a little more than half hit points. Not quite bloodied. Not quite good.
Nah, I think she's gonna bonus action Misty Step down. Get the fuck away from it.
Okay, Juliana uses her bonus action to fuck off.
Yes. Joining the group, she's just gonna ready Feather Fall for anybody else who might fall. And I think now she's in distance of.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay, it is Rizzo's turn, which means that this creature is going to take some more acid damage. 2d4 now, which is 7. Ooh, this one's actually looking almost dead. Maybe in her desperation, she's actually gonna toss her dagger up at the creature. Yeah! And she just barely hits. Okay. Are you kidding me? Rizzo got her first kill today, I think. She takes out a poison dagger and tosses it up towards the Grell. Yeet! She yells in her elven tongue. The dagger slams into the creature, who is already, like, brain warped with acid, and the poison is too much for it. As it's floating up into the sky, it starts to collapse in on itself and falls in a heap on the ground. Barty kicks it. That'll do you! Amon, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna teleport out of there. Screw this.
Right, where are you teleporting to?
Yeah. Behind everyone.
The Grell is like gnawing on your helm and tightening its grip upon you as you start to kind of slip out. You just kind of do a little shimmy with your Cape of the Mountebank, and then there's nothing but a little cloud of sulfur that it coughs on as you disappear and reappear next to the cart. Anything else for your turn?
Actually, let me appear on top of the card. It's more dramatic that way.
Of course.
Okay, that's it.
Okay, no bonus actions or anything?
I mean, the mountain bag is a spell and such, so there's not much to do, so don't worry about it.
Okay. It is the Grell over Mao's turn. Let's finish this.
No.
Oh, well, saying no to me is a ballsy move, but it seems to have worked for you. But will it work for the beak?
No. Haha.
Oh, a 16 doesn't hit you, right. So it actually did work for you. The creature is still trying to attack you, but can't quite get in anything.
I think Mao did that in character. So she's just like, no.
You're ducking and dodging your head out of the way, saying no with each beak snap. Boom Crash, it is your turn.
Okie dokie. How far off the ground am I?
So you, I believe you fall 60 feet per round until you hit the
60
ground?
feet, or you move 60 feet in one turn
Okay.
Okay.
So you moved.
until you hit the ground and/or the spell ends.
I deleted the dude that was holding you, but I think you were about 70 feet above the ground. So I think you're 10 feet off the ground now.
Okay. That's way too far away. Shit.
You still got Eldritch
How
Blast.
visible is Mao to me right now?
Very not. She is almost at the ceiling of another tree.
Fluff.
There's another dude going after your girlfriend.
Yeah. Sorry, Mao. Okay.
Hose
feel
before
hurt.
hose.
But this is hose and hose.
But you're it's the thing is that you are the friend. You got first priority, but I don't know where you are.
This is fair.
A little chaotic up in the trees.
Yep. Okay. Well, I'm still feather falling and being sad about it, and I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast.
Okay, that's gonna hit. It deals 6 force damage.
Fuck. I accidentally hit a thing and God fucking fuck.
What happened?
Fuck. I closed the tab.
Close the tab.
Oh, no.
I'll make a second attack for you while you reconnoiter.
Ugh. Okay, loading.
Well, you got a 20, so DM's help.
Yay!
It's not natural, but you did another 6. Oh, well, we'll take my force damage. The 6.
Okay.
And we'll set it to 6. Okay. Now it is quite bloodied and has been blasted quite a ways away. It's still 50 feet in the air, though. Okay, Zumasu, it is your turn as Boom Crash finally lands onto the ground.
Wait, was that the one that was...
He was attacking, or is going after Juliana before she Misty stepped away.
I'm too far away from everything. I'm just kind of floating up here like, what the hell?
Suzu, where's Mao?
I don't know. I lost track of her.
Oh, guys! From far away.
I guess I'll go in the direction that I can hear her. Let's see how close I can even get.
You hear lots of no's.
Okay, how high? I'm about 70 feet in the air. How high is that thing?
That thing is 90 feet in the air. So you would have to go another 20 feet up. I'm going to say you would
And I'd still
probably
be 20 feet away.
I'm going to say you'd probably be about 10 feet away. But even so, you're going to need to make a few checks to get over there, acrobatics-wise.
Okay.
Thankfully, there's no threat of falling for you.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do it.
Oof.
Eh.
You try and get a good kip off of a branch, but you wander out into just sort of the space between the trees. You didn't get quite a good enough of a kick off of it, so I'm going to need you to make another acrobatics check to try and get the rest of the way there.
I don't have acrobatics, yo.
As you kick off of a branch, you start to drift in a way that you didn't intend to. Now you can't reach any branch, and you are just floating.
I have to use gravity now? Damn it.
It is Barty's turn.
Wait, Mortimer can try and... Okay,
Oh,
Mortimer was like...
Mortimer.
Okay, he's 70 feet up. The thing's up to the ceiling. He can make it to that thing.
Yeah, Mortimer can climb up and get on the same level as the creature.
Can Mortimer try and grapple it with its mouth?
Yes. So Mortimer is going to make essentially an athletics check. So it's basically just its attack.
God damn it.
Well, who knows? Maybe it will, not get as good of a roll.
Oh!
You know, I was confident it was going to be Mortimer, but Mortimer, finally, Mao, you just see like a rustling in the trees, and then this giant lizard just starts climbing up with its claws blazing and leaps at the Grell and snatches it in its mouth like a beach ball and starts shaking it around. I'm going to say it can make an attack as part of this action since it has... oh, he doesn't have multi-attack anyway. But I'll let it deal damage with its bite attack. For 9 piercing.
Okay.
Of course, this dude hasn't been damaged too much, but at least it is now able to be caught.
Yeah, it's not going to be running away right now.
Barty can now make use their sort of action. Keep going, Hotch! Go after them, little buddy! And Hotch can use their reaction to move up to their movement speed.
Well, I'm climbing, so half speed, I guess.
Yeah, so it's another 20 feet up. So Hotch is now on the same level as the creature. But it's not Hotch's turn. Okay, It is Mao's turn. Mao, you are grappled by the creature, which is grappled by Mortimer. Got a little aberrant centipede going.
Can I try and get out of the grapple now with help?
No, because Mortimer didn't use their help action.
He was trying hard to get to you first.
Yeah, he's grappling the creature, not you.
At least he
Still
won't be
gonna try
floating
and get
away.
But you can still try and get out.
For a second, I was like, I appreciate Mortimer, and then it went back to the giant lizard.
Either way, it's an acrobatics check if you'd like to try and break free. Which, that is a success. Basically, you needed to roll above a 3 with your, like, expertise and shit. So, you slip out of the creature's grasp now that it is being excitedly gnawed on by a giant pet lizard, and you're gonna start falling. I'm gonna need you to make a dexterity saving throw to grip onto the closest branch that you can. Well, at least it wasn't disadvantage. So you start falling and start hitting a few tree branches on the way down. You are going to... I'm going to say that was high enough. You're only going to take 1d6 of damage, but you're stuck in the tree.
Okay.
You take 4 damage.
Is that all you have?
Yeah, well, I can't uncanny dodge a tree.
Dodge the tree.
Well, then she falls you.
Yeah. Limbs coming at you. Oh, I dodge it. That was the one you were going to grab. Okay. You are unconscious, but in the tree. You manage
Stuck in the tree.
to wedge yourself in there. Meanwhile, the battle between Lizard and Grell is going on above you. It is Peggy's turn. What will we have Peggy do? That is Zoo.
Yeah. Amon's free now?
Amon is free and outside of, just standing on the cart. He's right behind... Actually, he's right below you, sorry.
Okay, I was like, where is he? So is anyone actively fighting them except for the lizard?
No.
Okay, so Peggy's first gonna be like, just to get info, where is everybody accounted for? Where's Mao? And then to probably hear the
I'm
screaming
trying to get her
again.
up in the tree. Looks like she's unconscious.
Oh shoot.
I found the best gif.
Can she even if she walks over there, the thing's too high up for her to shoot her yet? No. It's just obscured.
Right. What did you say?
Can she, if she goes over to the tree, can she shoot up towards the thing?
She could.
It just has AC bonus or whatever.
Yeah.
Good try. Oh, it's pretty good.
Yep, that'll hit for 9 radiant damage. This thing is strangely undamaged. Oh, sorry. For some reason, I thought you were shooting against a different one.
Does that hurt?
Yep, that hits even with the heavy obscuration. So both of those are going to hit for a total of 20 damage. The creature is on its last leg.
Good job, Mortimer.
It is unfortunately immune to the blast of radiant energy. It seems like lots of things in the Underdark are immune to being blinded. Weird for Peggy's special item. Okay, Hotch, it is their turn. Hotch, you are on the same level as the Grell, and you can see Mao, whose unconscious body is on a limb just below. What would you like to do, Hotch? played by Amon.
I'm going to have to just try to scoot sideways, if even possible, and grab Mao and start climbing down. I guess let the lizard do it.
Okay. So you're gonna scoot over here. Gonna have you make an athletics check as you grab Mao out of the limbs.
Wait, this Mons. Never. Hold on. Clicking on the wrong thing here. Should have kept my mouth shut and just stuck with it.
That's not... Okay, I think I know why it's doing weird bonuses for these people, but I'll explain it later.
Oh, you mean the NPCs?
Yeah. It's because I'll explain it now. The buttons for the all checks thing, that only works for characters with character sheets, not NPCs. So I think it's pulling from yours or some nebulous other number. But either way,
Oh well.
Hotch has a +6 with that athletics, and that's... Actually, that would be 3+, that's 12. Hotch is able to get over to Mao, but isn't able to get into such a way that he can grab her and get her down from there. So, unfortunately, that's mostly all Hotch can do, except for try and...
Okay, so next turn I can attempt again.
Yeah.
It's not impossible or anything like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
You've managed to get over to her, but you're not strong enough to heft a limp body onto your back and then get down the tree at this moment. Okay, it is Ostric's turn. Ostric has their bow out.
Okay. They're going to just attack. Fuck it.
Alright,
Do.
Pew. That's gonna hit, which one? This one?
That one.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 9 piercing damage to it. It is still kicking, but it is on its last tentacle. Natural
Ooh.
20. So roll another d6.
Yay!
And it's a 6.
Yay!
That's 14 damage. Ostrich, now in their prime and on flat ground where they like it, is going to start shooting. 2 arrows collide. One hits right on top of the other one, Robin Hood style, and plunges it deep into the creature's brain. It just starts falling like a friggin' plane falling out of the sky until it crashes into the undergrowth. You just hear like a rustle of leaves in the bushes. And that's it.
Is it dead?
It is dead.
Yeah!
And it is now this Grell's turn. This Grell has seen enough. It is leaving its hunting party, and it is floating off into the darkness. It disappears. It is Grovel's turn. Is that it? Where the heck are they? Did we get them all? Then Hutch is screaming up from the top, "There's still one up here!" And you hear... Grovel's gonna go underneath the tree and see if they can try and shoot up, but it's gonna be hard. But the 20 will do. Oh, but they're shooting into... Oh, well, that doesn't really matter. The highest their AC can be is like +5. So that's gonna hit and actually get the killing blow on this last Grell. Oh, no, it's not a killing blow. It's at 1 hit point.
Fuck.
Wow.
I think I finally got something! Wait, that's Hotch. I think I finally got him! Christ.
Good job.
Juliana, it is their turn.
Can Juliana see where the Grell is?
No, she can't. She doesn't even have sight of this. But if she gets closer, she might be able to perceive what's going on.
Well, she has moved closer. Can she look up into the tree?
Make a perception check.
Well, can Giblet look up into the tree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. Giblet was probably, like, nearby Juliana. Giblet probably has really good perception. Okay. Juliana does have +0 to her perception, so a 16 just barely sees where all the commotion is, but since it's like 100 feet in the air, and there's so many leaves in the way for Giblet, that she doesn't have much of a clue what's going on up there. If anybody falls, though, she can ready her action to featherfall them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It is Rizzo's turn. Rizzo's just gonna take her dagger, get it out of this discarded grell over here, and just head over to the cart. She doesn't have much to do. Amon, it is your turn. You are standing triumphant on the cart with your Cape of the Mountebank flowing in the non-breeze in the Underdark.
Alright, thanks. Really appreciate it. Okay.
You hop off the cart and onto a stone, and then off of the stone.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna do... Okay, I think... Wow, this is the first time I'm actually casting a spell. This...
Yeah, it's been most of it poisoned.
Okay. I'm gonna do Mass Healing Word. I'm gonna do it at a higher... So... 2d4.
Do you need to be able to see the target? Your healing word.
Let me...
That will require a perception check if you're trying to heal Mao.
I need to see. Okay, so let me do a perception check for...
Got a lot riding on this check. But with your eagle eyes, I mean your undead eyes, or ASMR eyes, you squint and you can see just up in the sky the unconscious form of Mao trying to be yanked out of the tree branches by Hotch. You can see her.
Alright, she's gonna get the healing because we're gonna...
Yep, she's got full... she was at 0, so she gets the full bonus, right?
Yeah, so 8 plus 4, so 12.
So Mao, you heal for 12 hit points as you hear Mao's strange, careless whisper in your ear.
Mm.
Wake
Alright,
up.
It's familiar.
Boom Crash heals for 10, I guess. I'll just give
Okay.
it back to Boom. And then, let's see, Zumosu. 7.
Ostrix
and,
also in need.
Yeah.
Uh, 10.
Okay, Ostrich heals for 10.
Nice.
And Peggy finally gets 10.
Righty. Just those numbers from you boys, and...
Oh, and then let's do... can I see the grill? Or do I need to make a separate check for that?
Yeah, they're kind of like two fights going on in like slightly different parts of the tree, just like 5 feet apart. We'll make this a bit easier than the other one. So I'll say that that does succeed, because you generally know where the commotion's happening, so you can actually get a sight on this grell.
Okay, in that case, I think I'm just gonna do Path to the Grave on it.
Oh, not told the dead? Okay, it is vulnerable to damage
Okay.
on Amon's next turn, or until Amon's next turn. Meanwhile, it is its turn. It is going to try and attack Mortimer. It gets a 20. Mortimer takes 12 piercing damage, goes to
Mortimer's not
7.
looking-
And it's going to need to make a save, but before we get ahead of ourselves, it's going to beat.
Oh, wait, I think you can survive that.
No, that's a hit. So that's a total of more than 17 damage, or 19 damage.
No!
Mortimer pops as the Grell chomps its last bit. Then it is going to try and get away.
Wait, I have
Mao.
a question about lizards. Could you put armor on a lizard?
It was built for it.
I mean, it is a war lizard, so like,
It
if
was
I
built for it.
okay, but that is I can increase its armor class with stuff.
You give it armor that's built for it.
Cool. Okay, that's good to know.
It's called barding.
It works like AC.
Nice.
Okay, Mao. It's moving away from you, and your eyes flutter awake as it's trying to get away. You can make an attack if you wish.
I try to whip an arrow at it.
You raise your arms, and it hits. Your one last act before the battle ends is killing this grell. It lands in the back of its head and snaps whatever it has for a spine, and then it starts to free fall down to the bottom of the tree before it splats on the ground with a puff of leaves popping up from underneath of it near Peggy and Grovel. Okay. Now it's just a matter of getting you guys down, because the grells have all died or left.
Space.
Just fall. I'll heal you.
Just fall. Juliana can cover everybody. Up to 5 people.
Space. I mean, can I just deactivate the thing or lessen the levitation to lower myself down? How does this work?
Can someone
I
look
can
up...
always telekinesis you.
You could. Can someone look up the levitation spell? Because it works like that. If you drop suddenly, then it's a sudden drop, but otherwise, you'll probably float to the ground.
Okay, when the spell ends, the target floats gently to the ground if it's still afloat.
Okay, so you will float gently to the ground.
Okay, I'll cancel the spell out and float. Wait, I want to do a perception check. Is there anything cool in the tree?
There's not.
Nothing at all? Damn.
There's weirdly not any treasure clinging in the trees.
I'm looking for fruits or animals.
There were animals,
Or
you
birds.
guys. So, you guys are eventually able to get Mao down from the trees safely, as well as Hotch, who kind of, after the frenzy of battle wears off, kind of realizes that they're 90 feet above the ground and is shaking
Wait,
in their boots.
I want this to be how it works. I take out my rope and then people can take me like a balloon and I'll help them down.
Okay, Mary Poppins.
Well,
Somebody has to balloon me over there first.
unfortunately, this effect only lasts for a minute from Rizzo's potion, so you don't have much time. But it was a good attempt. So,
Okay.
eventually, you guys all wind up on the ground, and so far are safe. At this point, you guys can take a short rest.
Damn it.
Getting my damn spells back.
Just a short rest.
Yep.
Fuck.
Ah. Bonus action, hide. Just gonna hide during my rest.
Just gonna hide during your rest. Alright.
Ew, everyone's huddled around me. I don't like this.
Everyone's holding you up, cheering for the way you escaped. Must have been all you're doing. You were dramatically flowing your cape on top of the cart, so...
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So,
If we're short resting, can I cast a spell to summon my mount again?
of course you may. Adorable
Yeah.
little thing you. You are.
Mortimer. I feed him.
You resummon Mortimer and feed them. Congrats.
Okay.
He's not happy
And-
that he had to die again.
What's a ranger's hit die?
It's a D10.
Okay, that is lovely. And what is their like bonus?
It's plus
for
2.
const- Okay, rock on.
Oh yeah. What is Peggy considered?
Peggy has a D6 and +2. She has 7 d6s.
Okay, she is fine. She is back to full.
Hotch was always healthy. Hotch still
Oh
needs
no,
a
never
rest.
mind. She's almost.
Mao is cowled in her robe of eyes with a slight paranoia, she tells me.
I heal her with the lay on hands. Hey, Mao, do
I
you
just
want
wanna
some
make sure
healing?
that the GM. Sure.
I poke you and you gain 20 hit points.
Damn, that's not some. That's a lot.
Okay.
Oh.
While you guys are doing this short rest, I'm going to have you each make a perception check. You can roll for your characters as well.
With advantage.
And Mao does it with advantage with her robe of eyes.
I don't see shit. Peggy needs to roll it too.
Oh, fuck you too, man.
Peggy didn't roll very well either.
Well, either way, Mao. Oh, you rolled again?
No, I went to roll for Julian.
Oh, okay.
It shows up as me.
Gotcha. So, Mao, with your first check, you got a natural 20 with that advantage. You hear a sort of voice inside of your head. Something's nearby. You can see it. And you sense, through one of your many eyes, that there is something moving in the underbrush out this way.
I attack it.
You attack it. Use your short bow. There is no target, but either way. Oh, natural 20.
Yeah.
Okay, roll for damage. It should add it immediately. And with the sneak attack,
She kills the Earth.
that's
The entire
I just,
planet dies.
yeah, yeah. I stood up into the middle of the group, and I'm just like, thwip,
okay.
past everyone's heads as they're.
Yeah, as everybody is kind of going about their stuff, like Amon's kind of like, "Did you guys hear something?" And then Mao just stands up, and fires a short bow off into the undergrowth. There's a of leaves, and a. There's. Sorry, I'm trying to do math in my head because I have to add 4 numbers here.
Did it sound humanoid?
13, 23, 33,
25.
35,
It's 32.
42. I believe that's 42, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. You hear a yelp. It sounded humanoid. But nothing moves.
I'm gonna run over to investigate it because I knew where I shot. Guys, cover my back.
Okay.
Okay, Boom Crash charges her talon with True Strike.
Don't know where to run.
It's right over here. Right over. Do you want me to move you?
Sure, because I can't see your ping.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not pinging.
Oh, I was on the wrong layer. That's why.
Wrong layer.
Apologies. You rush over to the undergrowth and start looking to where you saw it. And in a patch of ground, you see, moaning softly, a small blue creature.
I
Oh.
drag him out by the collar,
Okay.
toss him to the party.
You drag them over to the party and toss them.
Oh. Hey, dude.
They have taken a mortal wound to the heart.
Oh, God.
Wait, can I go heal them? Shit.
They are going to make a death saving throw.
I
Oh,
healed them for
God.
5 HP.
Okay,
shit.
they managed to hang on, but you rush over to them and start
Okay,
healing them.
Okay, I gotta kick him first. Not the snare devlin. Zumosu first.
Oh, I thought you were gonna kick me.
Well, that's coming next, depending on what happens.
He's got a foot
later.
with everybody's name on it, if he has enough time.
Yeah.
That's just him in general.
So let me heal him because I can heal Mac.
But
Oh,
I
yeah.
just need like a few points, that's all. Like glowing hand to pay.
Zim also goes
Okay,
over with
I
glowing
gotta-
hands, and Amon kicks him and walks over first. And
Oh wait,
it does full
48.
healing.
Yeah. So it'd be D8. So plus 16. So it'd be 52.
Okay. They are fully healed. Um, back to 42 hit points.
Can I recover my arrow from him while this is happening?
Yeah, that's kind of part of the process. You probably have to rip
Good.
it out for Amon to do the healing.
No, just leave it in.
No, you have to push it
It'd be
through.
funny. It'd be funny that.
Leave it in, push it through. Leave it in, push it through. The gnome is like
I
on
just
an
yank it out.
arrow being pushed back and forth. Peggy heads over and starts speaking in gnomish to the creature. Orsnavikinat, Norfanax, Norfnaganherk. Nothing's going for this. He
Alright,
he
I'm
said he
impatient.
was.
Tell him he's a dumbass first, before you tell us anything.
Oh, okay, I'll get to that. This one's. I thought I recognized him. This is Rangdrang, the brother of the leader of the gnomes. I guess they followed us, but they wanted to talk to us, but they were suddenly attacked by well, we know who attacked them.
To be
Everyone kinda,
fair,
looks
we've
at
been
Mal.
attacked before.
I'll tell him to be more careful. This is the Underdark after all. He's also saying that he wanted to warn us about some things. He wasn't gonna say anything before, I guess, but I guess we changed his mind. Thankfully we didn't change it again.
I was about to ask, yeah.
But I guess he said that there were some strange creatures that have been coming from the places that we've been trying to go to. I sort of got that up in conversation to where we're headed, but they said that that place has grown more dangerous in recent months.
Translate the dumbass part.
Yes, Urshna Forganok. He pats the wound scar and he gets up. Urksnafanok. Argan Snaganlak.
Have a safe trip home.
Peggy translates that, and he just kind of like waves his hand in disgust at you guys and starts marching back.
Mm.
I like the grunting.
I've just learned to attack first and ask questions later. It's so
Mal,
easier.
high five.
That was a
I
nice
high-five you
shot.
back.
That was a good shot.
Yes, well, hopefully we get more shots like that in the enemy's direction.
Is that a challenge?
No, a request.
Oh, I mean, I appreciate it too, and I look
You
at my bow.
passive aggressive bitch. Oh, I love him.
All right. Well, that's 2 encounters out of the way.
Thank God.
Okay. Your long rest is completed. You guys are fully healed.
Yay!
Finally!
Yes. Okay. Let's get the fuck on the road, shall we? Alright. Oh, I need to actually change this macro, because this is set on Ostrix.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause now we have tools.
Yeah, we do have the tools. What is Barty's check with this? I cannot remember. That's gonna be intelligence. They double their proficiency bonus. Just 3, so that's plus 9 now. So this is gonna be a very different check. Travel. Please let me edit the macro. Plus... plus 9. Okay. Cool. Let's re-roll that. Okay, 22. Sounds good. So, Barty is able to finally calibrate a navigator's tools. They can finally see exactly where they are, seeing the sun through their underground sextant with the magical lens of Emerald. It's very interesting if you're into that navigation stuff. Looks like we're headed due north. And then they start making their way uptown. Okay. Looks like there is another encounter, but, you know, I kind of don't want to. Because I said so. I'm DM. Let's do another travel check.
I hit it.
Wow, it was just a non-essential, like, kobold, and you just fucking sniped it. You sniped the shit out of it.
I just like tossed that one back to Amon and go, here you go, another skull. I'm so done with this cave.
Amon's like, her mouth's just like, there was another encounter, and tosses the kobold corpse back to the party.
The luck is so good.
Okay, so there is another successful navigation check as you guys start to move further north. Okay. You guys can, as usual, keep pushing or rest, but you can choose to keep pushing without fear of exhaustion yet.
I'm good with push.
Okay.
Push.
So now
Push.
we check for the exhaustion right before we make this move check. Looks like everybody's got a bit of this on the team. So that's going to be...
Damn it.
And Mao is also exhausted.
I'm on high alert. Now I'm stressed and tired.
Tired and stressed. It's like real life.
It's like real life.
Oh yeah, I gotta roll. You're rolling for the... You roll for pick.
Yep.
Nope.
Zumasu is also exhausted. Okay, so a lot of people are exhausted. We're probably resting after this.
Yep.
But for now, let's make this travel check. Okay, successful navigation, which is good. We are going ever northward to the next region. But this time there is an encounter. Perhaps one that is not so easy to overcome. Find out. You are just on the edge of the jungle hollow. The scenery is starting to give way to sort of this just less vegetative sort of area. It's a lot more rocky with outcroppings and whatnot. There seems to be a lot less fauna this way as well. Things are starting to get quieter as you start to make a descent deeper into the halls of Darganon. But for now, you are still technically in the jungle boar, and as you near a crowded sort of copse of these strange trees, I am going to have you guys... Actually, there's not really a check here, but we will just head over to this screen. Okay. So as you guys are making your way through the jungle boar, through the large cavernous region, you are suddenly, as you're making your way through the trees, you are met with a loud cracking noise that continues, and leaves start to fall from the trees above. As you start to look around at what the matter is, you guys gather around the cart ready for whatever is coming at you, but then the tree starts to shift and bend down towards you.
Does it have a face?
It opens what looks like a mouth with a brow of bark over two sunken eyes that you can't really see, and it starts to speak to you. Comes this way.
Oh, it's even creepier than I thought.
And it has abs.
It has abs. You don't grow a tree in the Underdark without adding steroids to it.
I think that's the scarier part, is that it has abs.
It has no neck and fully developed pecs and abs, and it's great.
Love it. I'm hiding under the
It's
cart.
like strong bad. Oh, there's Ab City over here.
You seek to destroy this fine place, then you will die.
We really don't. We just want to move through here.
It moves
just
to
want safe
swipe
passage.
at the cart.
Hey.
It is going to slam into mostly Mortimer. Mortimer is slammed along with the cart off to the side and takes 14 bludgeoning damage. They're now at a shy 4 hit points. The rest of you are like scattered along the ground with the movement of the cart.
I was hit under the cart, so now I'm just...
So now you are exposed. I'm going to have Amon, Hotch, and Boom Crash each take 4 damage. Barty will also take that 4 damage. I'll do it to Hotch. Okay. So you guys are just kind of knocked away, and the treant, as it were, starts moving in. You guys shout up at it in protest. Boom Crash, make a persuasion check.
Okay. Nope.
It is not heeding your words. It is rather aggressive. Let's roll for initiative, shall we?
I got blight.
Yeah,
I
but
got blight.
still.
Sanctity of life will not matter if there's no life.
I love Amon.
Oh wait, I
Thank
rolled
you.
well, and then Peggy rolled shitty.
Oh, right, I need to roll for these fools.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 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 Okay. Zumasu, you are going first.
So I'm gonna go on the other side of him to try and draw his attention away.
Are you still trying to, like, talk to him?
Nah, at this point he hit Mortimer. I'm annoyed. Rude. So bonus actions. I'm going to use what is it? Blinding Spite, because it has eyes, right?
It does seem to have something that resembles eyes.
Okay, so Blinding Smite, set it to myself. I'm gonna. Oh, I miss.
Yep, you just swing your sword, and it slams into the side of it, and it makes a little chip out of the tree, but chopping down a tree takes a long time, even if you're raging. Okay. Second attack.
I miss again.
Miss again. You heft into the same one, but you need to keep hitting the same wedge over and over to actually make a dent in a tree. You're just kind of carving your name in there at this point.
Well, that's all
Foul
I
little
got.
creatures, hefting at my ankles.
You hit my lizard.
You
without
defiled my
provocation.
wood. Rizzo, 'tis their turn. They're gonna make a nature check. Guys, this is definitely a treant or something. They're usually protectors, but if we need to, weak to fire, weak to slashing.
Protectors of what?
Of something.
Don't figure it out. Maybe we can just, like, use it for bartering. Hostage.
Well, whatever we do, we better do it quick. I don't want this cart destroyed. Grovel is going to head over and just hit it to death. The thing that Rizzo said is it is not weak against, which is bludgeoning and piercing and poison. Okay. The treant is going to... Oh, that actually doesn't hit the treant. Oh, the second one does. Okay. Treant takes 4 bludgeoning damage, because it is halved, and 5 poison damage. Oh, wait. It might not take that damage. It doesn't take that poison damage. Okay. Grovel is done. Just kind of whacking at its ankles. Meanwhile, It is another thing's turn as another tree starts to shift just behind you guys near where the cart is. This one doesn't seem to have a face, although the token seems to show it. And it is going to heft over to Boom Crash and Hotch. It only has one attack. It's going to attack Boom Crash. And it gets a 13. It slams a tree branch onto the ground, and then gets back to its full upright position, trying to heft in another attack. 'Tis Juliana's turn.
Go, girl, go.
Yeah, how about that giant spell that she has that's not in her?
The giant spell?
She's got some, like, I don't know, sleet storm or ice storm, something like that. It's just not in her.
Right.
That's an AoE.
She does have Ice Storm. She does have Banishment, Protection from Energy, Dispel Magic.
I mean, the one I was thinking of was the ice storm, but it's fine. She
Uh,
doesn't have any fire.
no, she's kind of an Ice Mage.
Freezer burn. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She's gonna look around to whoever, like, is in the party and goes, "Who wants to get up high and quick?" She has the jump spell. She can give it to someone.
I did a bad time with that last time.
She also has feather fall. If you...
Unfortunately, she doesn't have Jump prepared either.
How am I supposed to know that?
Sorry. She just has a set thing of spells that she prepares usually.
I just figured that these were all prepared.
Nope,
Like,
she is a
Jump
wizard.
had-
She only can prepare a small number of spells.
Just
It's
zap
Just
it.
attack. Yeah. Ray of
Yeah,
Frost.
just Ray of Frost. Thank you for making this boring, Chris. Want to use?
Just
sorry.
zap it.
I'm sorry that I'm using the wizard's only downside. Okay. That is not going to hit the creature.
Okay, she's going to move away.
Okay. Mao, it is your turn.
Mao's gonna go and attack the awakened tree
Okay.
because it hasn't had a turn yet, right?
It has not. No, wait, it did. It just had a turn.
Okay.
Okay. So that's not going. Wait.
Mm-hmm.
They have lower AC, but it's not that low. That is unfortunately a miss. Amon, it is your turn.
Alright, it's time for... okay, let's do the Awakened Tree because it's the closest thing. Let's do Blight.
Okay. It's going to need a con save, if I recall. It has disadvantage. Yeah. Okay. Well, so wait, if it's a success, does it take half damage but maxed?
Let me check.
I'd assume that's what happens.
Yeah, basically. So,
64
casting
halved, 32?
yeah, 32.
Okay. It takes 32 damage as Amon holds up their shield, invokes Encabulos, and it starts to warp and rot from the outside in. You hear like a horrible creaking sound from the tree, and the tree ant, the largest one itself, screams, "No! Deathbringer! I'll end you!"
I will do it first.
Alright, it is Ostric's turn. It seems as if
Okay.
diplomacy is far and out the window now that death magic has been employed.
Okay, well, Ostrich is going to zoom up next to their boss and use their sword.
Let's hack this thing to pieces. Ha! And again. Ha! That is 4 damage to you. And another 9. Take that. All right, it's dealing
The
full
French
damage, but
is so funny. Sorry.
when they get multi-attack, they get full-on Little Mermaid chef.
Jeez.
Okay,
Hon, 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 hon.
it is
Hon, hon,
taking
hon,
damage, but
hon,
it
hon.
is still looking quite hefty. Meanwhile, it is its turn, finally. It is going to... Yeah, why not? It is going to pick up and frickin'... Actually, no. It's gonna head over, stomping on Barty. What the heck? Actually, I should probably... I'm gonna have Barty and Grovel make saves. Okay, Barty is fine. Grovel is not so much. Barty ducks and dodges out of the way, but Grovel is going to take a full-on, we'll say, 3d6 bludgeoning. Grovel has 11 damage and is pushed to the side as this thing stomps over towards Amon and is going to slam into him with his tree fists.
Oof.
17 bludgeoning, and its second attack is going to come down.
Oof.
Ooh, that is
Never
not going to
mind.
hit, though. The second one just barely misses as Amon tumbles along the ground. There are leaves, like, flying in your face and, like, little twigs snapping on your torso as you roll away. But you do take the original 17 bludgeoning. Meanwhile, 'tis Barty's turn. He's going to yell, Amon, get out of there! It seems to be after you! You can move up to your movement speed without provoking attacks, Amon. Amon
Yoink.
scrambles away. Alright, Boom Crash. It is your turn.
Okay. I'm trying to find a place to throw a fireball that won't axe either Barty or Zuzu.
There's not much.
How tall are these creatures? Can you throw it up high?
We're inadvertently surrounding it right now. Oh yeah, you can throw it really high.
That's a good idea. Can I do that?
I'm gonna say you probably can't throw it high enough. Actually, what's... Necklace of
That's
Fireballs
okay.
probably has a range.
It has like a 60-foot range, doesn't it?
Yeah, you might actually be able to throw it high enough. So I can say, yes, you can. But I'm
Okey-dokey.
gonna have you make... we'll just have you make a ranged attack to do so. So make a... do you have any weapons on you? Like, physical weapons?
I have a dagger.
Well, that
I
will
think.
use your dexterity. So, you use the dagger attack. Okay, yeah, that's fine. You're able to precisely throw it up near the top of the tree. It explodes in the thing's face. Roll for damage.
How many d6s is it?
It's 8d6,
Thank
and
you.
it is vulnerable to fire damage. So
Yep.
it's going to be doubled. Ah, they're red. Okay, he's gonna take a good old-fashioned 54 fire damage. Now the
And
tree...
he's only at half.
Yeah, the tree is blazing around. You creatures, so indignant. I will bury you and you will fertilize my children.
Peggy, remember the bead I gave you?
Uh-huh.
Dude.
Yep. Meanwhile, Juliana backs up into the undergrowth. I don't have anything that's good against these guys. And then as she backs up against a tree, it begins to move.
Oh,
damn
honey,
it.
no.
She looks up into the sky as another awakened tree appears just on top of her. It is going to make some attacks, or make an attack against her. Oof, that is going to deal 14 bludgeoning damage to Juliana. Let's move her a bit. Okay, it is done. Peggy, 'tis your turn. You want me to use
want me
that
to
thing
use
now,
it now?
boss? Sorry, there's
Wait,
two
boss meaning me?
Yeah, you were the one
yeah.
who gave it to her.
Sure. Sure thing, sweetie. Go for the big one.
Okay.
Same.
If she throws it though, it's the same range, so it's 60 feet. So
Yeah.
she just has to step a little. He'll just take one step forward and do the same thing.
We'll just
which
say
is
the same
just
thing.
move
Make a ranged attack for Peggy, which will just be her crossbow -1, I think.
back. Uh-oh.
Okay, it doesn't quite land high enough, so I'm going to have everybody nearby the tree make a dex save.
Did I just obliterate the bat?
Yeah, I don't know why the bat was probably near Juliana, let's be honest. I just forgot
Okay.
to move it.
I can't move Giblet.
That's also true. Okay,
Um,
so Grovel I need to make the save for.
they also have +4 for that.
Oh, that's true. Okay, that's good.
It's dexterity.
It's dexterity.
Oh shit!
Oh, that was Barty. Oh,
I got a 5.
that was you. Okay, so Barty is going to take full damage.
Oh, what about Ostrich?
Oh,
yeah,
they rolled
Oh.
a 21.
She rolled
Oh,
for
okay,
him.
that's fine.
So Ostrich is going to take half. Grovel is going to take half. The Treant, I mean, they have a very low dex. Yeah, they take the full damage as well. So
It
roll
was
another
how many?
8d6.
Me?
Zumasu, because it's his beat this
Oh.
time. 1.
Sorry, I'm gonna do this different. I'm gonna
Yeah.
use
Please do it differently than one at a time. 2.
Don't count. Okay.
Got it. There you
Eh.
go. Oh, cool.
Okay.
So you rolled the rest. I get you. So that's 27 damage. That's another 54 damage for the beast. Okay. Grovel is going to take half. So that's what's half of 27 is 14.
Wait a second. Even with it magical, I still failed it. Never mind.
Yeah. Wait a second.
I have magic resistance.
Yeah,
Your
but that's
resistance
just
failed.
advantage
Oh,
on
shit.
saves. Yeah. you still had a 6. Okay. Ostrich is going to take 27. I'll do that for you. Barty is going to take 27. Oh,
So
not.
Peggy unleashes the bead and like slips as she's trying. It's like, oh shit, guys, I'm sorry.
She just didn't quite throw it high enough, or it didn't land on a branch that she was intending to. Like collided with one that was lower down, and it
There was
explodes
a falling
near the
leaf.
torso.
There was just like a falling leaf that she flicked on instead of the branch.
There's another explosion, and the creature, the fire is starting to spread inside of it. You can see fire coming out of its horrific jack-o'-lantern-looking mouth. It is shrieking, or rather bellowing in anguish at this point. Zumasu, it is your turn.
I'm a Justice Blade.
Justice! Kill the protector of the forest!
He
a
attacked
gr-
my thing without any reason.
Zumasu's war cry, "It's a gray area!" And that's a hit.
And I still have Branding Smite.
You do. So that's
3d8.
3d8. Roll that. Alright. So you deal 26 damage to it, 16 of which is radiant. It is not resistant to longsword slashing damage. So you rush up to it.
For Mortimer!
For Mortimer! You slice through its leg, and it goes clean through, mostly just hollow, fiery, charring insides at this point. But with the force propelled by your magic, there's a explosion of lightning and light. You rush over to the next leg and just chop through that one as well, as the creature collides onto the ground. The other trees eventually slow down and become motionless. One is like reaching towards Juliana but then stops. One is like swiping towards Mao but then stops. The tree ant falls to the ground dead. And the trees are no longer animate.
Why is
Stupid thing should've just let
everything
us
attacking
pass.
us? Yeah.
We should probably put out the fire though.
You mean before its friends see us and see the fire?
How about
Yeah.
we YOLO and get the fuck out of here?
Yeah. Is the fire spreading or is the fire fine?
The fire, it's less woody here, so it might not spread. Might just...
Oh wait, Ostrich, can you just put like dirt on top of it, and that'll be fine.
Wow.
Oh, yes.
He has a shaping thing. Doesn't he have that spell
That
thing?
is true. I can just hold on a second. And Ostrich holds up their hands, and then you can see the ground beneath the tree ant like start to turn muddy, and then the tree ant like starts to sink slowly. The tree ant isn't like huge when it's laying flat, so it sinks into the mud and it puts out most of the flames. There's now just a small tuft of tree branches sticking out of this muddy mess that is still alight, but it probably won't spread at this point.
Alright, we should be good. Let's get out of here before another tree shows up.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Alright, you guys head out, having defeated a tree ant.
Stupid jerk hitting lizards that didn't do nothing.
Not gonna lie, I intended that to be an RP encounter, but
We tried.
yeah, you didn't listen.
We tried.
Not for lack of trying. There's more than one way to skin a tree, I guess. Okay, so we continue onward.
We fell the tree.
Oh wait,
Who
I have the
disturbs my
dryad
fort?
thing. Whoops.
Wait, what? What's the dryad thing?
the piece of thing that's from the dryad, the orb.
Oh, yeah. I forgot what that even does.
I don't think I told you.
Yeah. No, we have no idea, but it's dryad, so it's tree, and
You
how
guys
bad
never,
could it be?
you guys never gave it to Peggy to examine, I don't think.
We should probably do that. Should we do that now?
Make her do that while we're
I
walking.
mean, actually, this is, I think you guys are exhausted now, so I think it's probably
Yeah,
rest
we
time.
need a rest.
We need a rest.
Perhaps maybe push on for a bit to try and get away from this place. It's up to you, but
I got blight. I feel confident.
you feel confident?
I mean, we
You're
already
good at
started a
killing things that are
campfire,
alive. That's true. I mean, if
and
it,
we killed the thing that was here, so...
Okay, but there's still
Territory's
some embers, so I guess we can just make a safe campfire since the rest of it's muddied around. So it's a controlled fire, we make a nice little settlement.
yeah, Boy Scouts would definitely say this is a controlled fire. Okay, so you guys start camping. During this rest, you guys hand the orb to Peggy, having remembered it freshly in your minds. Perhaps this is the thing that the treant was talking about, you think. Peggy looks it over and casts Identify on it. With Juliana's help, as it were. Peggy's more used to arcane devices. This actually needs Juliana's help as a straight-up Identify spell. So, Juliana identifies it, and she says, "Oh, this is an interesting find here. It appears that this functions as a crystal ball."
Oh. What does that do?
That's pretty sweet.
I will tell you. It is.
Fun fact: always keep the crystal ball covered. Not because people can see you,
But because it can set it on fire if it catches light the wrong way.
Magnify the sun perfectly in this one little spot. Oop, fire!
Someone
Hold on a
gouge up
second.
my eye and put the crystal in my eye.
Is it that big?
Do it.
I'm just gonna need to
You know it'll look cool.
find
you know
the
it'll
Dungeon
look cool.
Master's Guide for a second.
It would.
'Cause I actually don't know. This does. Because I don't have it written down.
You fool. You foolish fool. This is how you give people a deck of many things. And beans.
And bean.
Is there anything else that you guys want to do during this rest while I'm...
Can I
Looking.
ask Koch if he can make some basic armor for my mount?
I mostly do woodwork, lad.
There's no metal.
I mean, do we have any spare leather to make just something really simple?
Do you know how materials work, boy?
Yeah.
Sumasu, have you
I-
shed recently?
I'm not
No.
I'm not a leather worker. I don't have proficiency in those tools.
I guess that's fair.
There's like a rule set for these things in this god dang game.
Wait, but if you're, can you at least make him, I don't know. I want to give him something special. Yeah, just give him a
Give him
little
carrot.
patch.
Jesus Christ, just give him a carrot or something.
He already gets fed. He's eating the rations since we've been gnawing on. stuff.
We'll also have to figure out if Mortimer actually disappears with the armor or not.
Oh yeah, that's its own rule set, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's up to
I don't
DM
know about
discretion.
that. That seems like a DM discretion. Anywho, I've looked it up. The crystal ball, is about 6 inches in diameter, and while touching it, you can cast Scrying with it. Spell save is DC 17. That's it.
Okay, scrying, DC 17.
Yep.
How many uses?
That's it.
Just one use.
No. You can use it as many times as you got dang well please.
Infinite use.
Yeah. Scrying is just it's just a camera. Like, you know, it's good, but it's not so good that you need to restrict it. It's like, oh look, I'm watching a tragedy happen. Yep, it's still happening.
Well, isn't it also that whatever or whoever you're scrying on can also potentially know?
So I'm going to read Scrying to you. You can see and hear a particular creature you choose that is on the same plane of existence as you. The target must make a wisdom save, which is modified by how well you know the target and the sort of physical connection you have to it. If a target knows you're casting the spell, it can fail the saving throw voluntarily if it wants to be observed. There's a bunch of different modifiers that you can find if you just look up Scrying in the Roll20 app. Like if you have secondhand knowledge, firsthand knowledge, familiar knowledge, and then based on the connection, if you have a likeness or picture of the target, a possession or garment of the target, and a body part, lock of hair, bit of nail, or the like.
Ooh, can we test it? Can we test it on the pendant that I got from the whorehouse? I mean, brothel. Same thing.
And on a success, the target is not affected by the scry, and you can't use the spell against it again for 24 hours. On a failed save,
Okay.
the spell creates an invisible sensor within 10 feet of the target. You can see and hear through the sensor as if you were there. The sensor moves with the target, remaining within 10 feet of it for the duration. A creature that can see invisible objects can see the sensor as a luminous orb about the size of your fist. Instead of targeting a creature, you can choose a location that you've seen before as the target of the spell. When you do, the sensor appears at that location and does not move. The casting time is 10 minutes. The duration is concentration up to 10 minutes.
I have a
Fascinating.
question about this. So what's the initial save then, without any of the modifiers? Just a 10?
It's DC 17.
It's DC 17 plus or minus how well I know
Yeah.
someone. So,
Or sorry,
Ooh.
the plus or minus is to their save.
Does a magic user need to use this, or can anyone
Yeah,
use
that was the other question, which is why I was wondering what the save was. Like, it says, I think, a list of who can cast it, but if we have the item, does it matter?
I don't think you technically need to be a spellcaster, but I would probably warrant that you would at least need an Arcana check if you're not a spellcaster. But
Okay,
I believe
so-
all of you except for Mao are spellcasters.
Damn it.
Alright.
I cast spells.
You cast one spell, and it's more like you burst fire out of your heritage.
I have 3.
And also, okay, so who's getting the thing? Who actually has use for it?
I'd say probably the Boom Crash.
I mean,
Or
I
me.
could totally use this to spy on my nemesis.
Zumasu could
Yeah.
also use it as a person of the law. He could find out when
Yeah,
people are
so-
doing crimes before they do them.
And I
Well-
could use it to be a criminal better.
Yeah, like, us three probably have the biggest advantage with it.
That'd
Good
be
thing
good.
that I share.
I trust Boom Crash the most with this, to be honest, you guys.
She also has a bag of holding.
Yeah, that too. Also, she probably is the most adept at using this. I just asking, I kind of took at Boom Crash that if you have this, I might need to borrow your skills a few times.
Okay.
Understandably. And I assume you're not going to be using this for anything too dastardly. I kind of whispered to you.
The target can tell being observed, so it's
I
actually
mean-
not that.
It's not like they can't defend themselves.
There.
So, you guys actually
in
have
the
a...
secret party group chat. Could we potentially use this to look inside the cart box thing?
There is a chance that the thing is like magically protected, but we haven't been able to figure that out.
It can also target an area, yeah.
Yep.
But it is an area you are not familiar with.
Yeah, we don't know what the inside of the box looks like.
I mean, we could try when they're asleep. Could we try that when they're asleep? on
It
a
doesn't
walk?
hurt.
Yeah.
Alarm things go off. It's probably magically censored because there are things like that. But we
Yeah.
can see what
Unfortunately, you cannot target a location that you have not seen before.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
But
5.
you, not for lack of trying, you guys like can go about and try and use it to look inside of the cart, but it just returns as nothing. But after a variety of testing, you guys get a good idea of how it works with Juliana's assistance in figuring out what exactly it does.
I'm sure she wouldn't condone us looking inside the cart.
Yeah, I'm assuming you
So-
didn't do it like in front of her,
No.
and she would probably know like, oh yeah, they can't look in there. But Peggy and Juliana are both quite jealous of this find of yours, but they understand that you guys were the ones that went up and did the whole Amber thing. Peggy
Yeah,
did
and
too.
also it's not like guys, we can find each other again in Nalore. Like shared resources. It's not like I won't be seeing you again.
You guys start thinking to each other, what happens after this adventure? Do we stay together? Do we fall apart? Will we grow apart?
Juliana, I have your number / your address. I
Say,
am
do any
getting
of
a
them say
date.
this out loud?
Anywho, off with this rest.
Mhm.
The target knows if they're being targeted, right?
Only if they can see invisible objects, or if they, I think, succeed at the save. I need to look that part up, but either
Yeah.
way.
So that's mad important in terms of what if you spy on somebody, they immediately know or not. That's kind of a different thing.
They don't immediately know unless they have like certain sensors set up in place, if they have the ability to see invisible objects. So like a creature that could see invisibility would probably be able to see it.
And that's only if they know a spell is being cast. Hold on.
Well, they see it as a glowing ball.
They see it as a
can
glowing
see
ball,
it.
but that doesn't immediately mean that they know who cast it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Right.
wondering.
If
Okay.
What was the thing? If they know they are being okay, hold on.
Because I have a request
There was a
of
thing
somebody
that also happened in Critical Role, I believe. Oh, if the target knows you're casting the spell, it can fail the saving throw voluntarily. That was all it was.
Mhm.
Okay. But basically, if they succeed in the save, do they know who's
No, they
do they
don't.
know who's targeting it?
Uh,
Okay,
you just-
I want to try
you
and
just
take Boom
can't-
Crash to do a.
You just can't use the same spell against the same creature for 24 hours.
I'm curious now. Boom Crash.
Hmm?
I want you to help me with this. I want to cast it on Captain Arn.
Ooh.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Maria.
I thought so too.
Well, I trust Maria. I don't trust Captain Arn.
Okay. Let's take a sneak peek on Captain Arn.
So let me see what
It's 3 a.m. and he's asleep.
Ah,
It's
that's
3 a.m.
fair.
Do you
It's
know where
fine.
your guard captain is?
No, and I don't want to know.
Eh. I don't know what time it is. Actually, this is a good way to figure out what time it is.
Oh, that's true.
All right. You look inside of the orb of
I know the
amber.
target well. That's all I got for the modifier, I guess.
Shit, that's a good point. I need to look up all the modifiers. If you guys are looking at it, that would help too. But you have
Well, I have it up. It's just familiar because I don't have his body parts
you
or
have
his
familiar.
possessions.
You don't have likeness. You don't have possession. Okay, so the target has -5 to their save. Let me go find Captain Arn so they can make a save. Oof, this has suddenly opened up a lot of things. Now that you
Yes.
guys have found
Yes,
this,
it has.
this thing.
And then I whispered to Boom Crash. Do you think it'd be safe to try it on your nemesis?
Possibly. This is going to be very interesting.
Okay. Zumasu, you look inside of the orb, imagining Captain Arn in your head, and you can see them. You can see their silver fox sort of hair, and their nice looking mustache. You can see it almost as clear as day, but you can't see much of their surroundings. It's quite foggy. They seem to be kneeling on the ground. They are just supported by one of their arms. They're looking up at some other foggy figure that you can't determine. They seem to be pleading for something, but then someone smacks them in the face, and they are tossed to the ground again. They reach out towards the figure, but then they are just cast against bars. It seems like Arn is imprisoned somewhere.
What?
That's not good.
They head back to the corner of whatever cell they are in and slump down and begin crying in a moment of weakness.
Oh my god!
That's hilarious.
Your vision fades.
What the fuck?
This is all cast in an amber hue as well, which is kind of neat and not really relevant to what's happening.
Just pretty.
Just pretty.
I know we're tired, but I now need to check a few other people that... Crap. I need to first figure out if the city's fine, so let's check out the news reporter, what's his name, that I intimidated before.
Or we could check out Felstar.
Oh yeah, you want to check out somebody you know? That's fine.
Parasite One.
Yeah, check out them
Okay.
because you know them. Just to make sure the city's fine.
Okay, so who were you trying to?
Our dog friend.
Oh,
Fastar?
Fastar. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why they're not in my list. You start looking through the crystal ball, and Fastar's jackalware form starts to show themselves for you. You see Fastar hunched over a desk, and it seems that they are working furiously, polishing their wand, and... Sorry, I could not resist. And a sprig of white magic comes out, and he gasps to himself, it's nearly done, I see. And he holds up the wand that he's been working on for you for some time. The glacial wand, I think it was called, something to that effect.
I thought it was like something with lightning.
It can cast, I believe, it's like an earth tremor, and then it can also cast snowball swarm. It's like a
What?
combo wand.
I remember it was a combo wand, but I thought it was like lightning
Nope,
for some reason.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't lightning. It's
Okay.
because I themed it as like a permafrost wand that was like.
Oh, erupting earth and snowball swarm. Okay,
Yes.
got it.
Yep. It is just finished. It looks like a crystal shard that is like covered. The hilt is covered in like a stony covering crust, but it's enshrouding this long icicle that is the tip.
Neat.
But it seems to be done, and it seems to be powered with magic juice. Seems to be good to go. Proud with himself, he puts it into a desk and locks it for safekeeping, and then heads off screen. The
He
vision
doesn't
fades.
seem to be in immediate danger or anything.
I mean,
Doesn't seem to be.
he seems like business is normal.
Mhm.
So
Okay, I got two more people that might be good. One of them's York person. What was her name? She was my secretary while I was away. Falar Whistlelarn?
Okay.
Evoker student. She was one of the people you went to school with, which is how I got her to help me with
Oh, my study buddy, dude.
Yeah, and she helped us do the
Phalar. Yeah, Evoker student.
Yeah,
Student.
Phalar was
friendly.
a dude, I believe. But
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
So,
I think I still have his textbook. So
Oh, even better. So we have extra pluses to that, or he gets minuses to that.
even better. He's meanwhile like failing all of their studies.
Why are people spying on me while I'm failing?
Okay. You start to try and scry upon Phalar, but you cannot see anything.
Oh, he's probably in the Arcane College and they have
Yeah.
warding against it.
They may have resisted the save as well. A lot of factors could produce a failed effect.
That is
Okay.
one of the smarter boys.
That's fair. Then try Richie Dallas, which is the reporter who interviewed us for the Keep story and that I ended up intimidating later.
I bet he's dead.
Okay.
I hope not.
Okay, the image of the halfling known as Richie Dallas. I don't think I have the... Oh, I don't have the mini for right now, or the token for, as it were. But Richie Dallas and his wide-brimmed hat with platinum blonde hair and a big bushy mustache, and a frou-frou sort of costume. He is working at his desk at the Ivory Herald in Allure, and he's kind of working pretty furiously. You can see him working, but you can't read the words that are upon his sheet. He's slightly talking to himself, though, as he talks, and he seems to be talking about just some non-essential news. But then it moves on as you continue the scry that he seems to be frustrated. He crumbles up the paper and he just tosses it aside. Why can't I be covering the good stories? I just want to be covering stuff like the war that's going to be probably going on soon. But, man, I need to talk to somebody about this. Okay, dude? He talks to somebody off screen, as it were. Just a fuzzy figure in the background. And he gets up to go leave, and leaves out of his office, and heads over and knocks on the door of his supervisor. But at that point, the vision fades.
Huh. So, Maria was right. War is about to break off, it seems like. This ain't good.
At this point, you guys have probably spent about an hour doing
Yeah, I was
these
about to
scries.
say. This is about 4. I think we need to take a rest. This isn't good, guys. We have to get back soon after this. There might not be a city to come back to.
You have to go back. I've been a nomad all my life.
Move on to the next town.
Don't you kind of owe me for helping clear your name? Otherwise, you'd be in a jail cell.
He doesn't give a fuck about that. Amon, we like you. We're gonna follow you no matter where you go, so you might as well make it easy for us.
I mean,
right to hell.
don't you want at least a house? Our stuff's well, my stuff is technically back there. Don't you guys keep your stuff at my house too?
I carry everything, dude.
That's kind of fair.
I have no stuff.
Well, you have a lot of skulls. They're just not back at the city.
It's under his belt.
Well,
Anyway, so how's it?
We're gonna have to go back to bed because it's already been an hour. Otherwise, we start messing with our rest.
yeah.
Mm.
You guys continue your rest unperturbed. There's just kind of an uneasy feeling as you guys are around this giant burning tree in the mud. The fire eventually dies down, and Grovel says, "Well, I guess that's our sign to move on." Everybody gets up, back at full health.
And no exhaustion.
No exhaustion, because you guys only had 1 level each of exhaustion. Just trying to get people at full. That I control anyway. Okay. You guys pack up and head on in. Travel button. Okay. So another successful navigation as you guys continue on through the exit of the jungle boar. It's getting deeper and deeper, and the environment is starting to get a little stranger, more alien. It seems that the flora and fauna have given way to nothing but stones. And the stones here have strange patterns in them, like sort of ribbing almost, as if something like dug out these tunnels that was different than the things that have dug out the previous tunnels. They definitely
So
don't
it's not
seem
the
natural.
Okay, So it's not the worm. Okay.
Yeah, that's generally what it seems like. Um, do, do, do. The tunnels are about 15 feet at their widest and only 5 feet at their most narrow. The tunnels have gotten very constricted in this region. The jungle boar was wide open space as far as like you were concerned, but this is like back in the maze tunnels, but almost worse. There's even more tunnels dotting the ceilings, the walls, the floor, and there's like hundreds of them. Almost like you're traversing a sponge. I guess that's a good way to put it.
Well, this is terrible.
So in this region, Rizzo and Hotch are going to have disadvantage on ability checks to find herbs and to repair the cart. Navigation is also going to be difficult. They're going to have disadvantage, which means that Barty is going to be making the checks on their own, or Peggy should Barty perish, which hopefully won't happen. Anywho, as you're making your way into this region, there is an encounter. So,
Yay!
I see
Yay.
something. It's slowly coming this way.
You hope.
okay, the region has gotten rather dark. You guys have light sources of your own and whatnot, but even so, it barely penetrates all of the different crevices and tunnels of this area. It almost makes it more confusing. I'm going to need you guys to make perception checks.
Except I can see everything because magic sight.
Oh yeah, because magic sight, but I'm just saying like the confusion of the tunnels and whatnot. Mao is... I guess she closed all of the eyes on her robe.
How does she fail all of them?
I got dust in my eyes.
Sure. Alright. It looks like Amon has the highest of this perception. They are... everyone is kind of like staying close to the cart as you guys traverse this tightly knit corridor. But Amon thinks that they have heard something. A sort of skittering just out of your vision.
Well, not making any noise until, not gonna worry about it.
Okay. You do not make any noise. Nobody else seems to have paid any attention to this. But regardless, something is eventually upon you. And hold on a second. There we go. Let's move to this page.
Ew.
Ew. Yeah.
Yeah, this area is quite crowded, but eventually it becomes known as you hear a lot of skittering, and the cart slows to a stop. Grovel starts to look around. Guys, I don't think we're alone. And we're going to roll for initiative, as some strange creatures have started making their ways around this area.
God, why does the walls look so moist?
They are slightly moist.
Oh.
No! That was my least favorite option. Alright, let's add. Don't mind all the rolling.
Don't mind all the rolling, he says.
Just shut up. Just shut, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, and here's Rizzo. Here's Grovel. And why not, here's Barty. Alright. Ostrich is going first, but they can't perceive anything, but they can certainly try to see if they can notice anything happening. So I have Ostrich make a perception check.
Okie dokie. There you are. Sorry, the button is in a different place and it messes with me every time.
That's fine.
Same.
Think of how I feel switching between so many different characters.
Yeah, I understand why you outsourced it.
Yeah, they're in alphabetical order, which I thought would make it easier, but like, it doesn't because there's different numbers of abilities. Okay, so Ostrich is trying to look around, but they can't see anything or hear anything in this area.
Yeah, so
So
can I ready an action
to shoot anything that comes out? Sure.
Yep. Okay.
It is at this point that a strange reptilian creature becomes visible and starts skittering towards Mao. It skitters out of the patchwork tunnels and is going to launch some spikes from its carapace at Mao.
Is it a lizard or a bug?
It's like a bug lizard. It unfortunately has advantage on this surprise attack, so that's going to be
a crit.
a crit.
Yay.
Well, it wasn't the best crit.
Ah.
So that's going to be 7 piercing damage to you, Mao.
Ow.
And then the second attack doesn't hit, but 2 spikes fly out of it towards you. One lands on the ground, one lands in your body. Then it is another one of their turns, as more of these creatures start to come out of the woodwork. In fact, let's just bring them all in the party so I don't have to keep switching layers. Cool. 'Tis this one. It starts heading towards Rizzo and stabs at her with its sort of mantis-like claws. Ah, what the hell? That does just barely hit her. So Rizzo's gonna take 7. Ah, crap!
It's dark in here, right?
Yeah, it's dark in here. You guys probably have a light source, but most of you guys have dark vision, so you probably don't explicitly need it. But that means you guys have disadvantage in low light. Of course, besides Boom Crash before she tells me that.
Oh.
Anyway, Rizzo takes another 5 piercing. It is Barty's turn. Barty is just going to ready their action in case they need to give somebody movement, because they don't know what's going on. What are all these things everywhere? Meanwhile, one's going to and launch itself at Amon
Damn
Oh,
bug.
shit.
with double 20s. Thankfully, just D4. So, Amon, you're going to take 7 piercing damage as a spike lands you square in the, like, right underneath your shoulder armor, just right inside the crack. It then clambers up to you and starts stabbing at you with its little mantis claw things. It unfortunately misses. Well, fortunately for you, sorry. I'm on a different team than you. Rizzo is going to just take her dagger out and try and stab at it. Unfortunately, that's not a crit, but it is a hit for 10 damage.
I appreciate that you're trying to move this quickly, but Ostrich readied in action. Can they use it?
Yes, they can. They can see the one over here near Amon.
Okay.
Okay, that does not hit their armor class.
Okay.
It whizzes towards the creature, but it snaps on its carapace, which seems much harder than it leads on to be. Meanwhile, another one pops up from behind here and heads over towards Mao. It can't quite reach her, but it's got spikes. It launches 2 spikes towards Mao and hits her for 7 piercing damage.
Uncanny dodge?
Yeah, you can uncanny dodge out of the way of that, so you'll take only 4 damage. Meanwhile, yet another one crawls out and attacks Juliana. It comes right around the corner and hits with a stab for 5 damage. Another stab hits for 8 damage, which is a total of 13.
13.
Juliana So Juliana has an ability that I didn't really get to explain it to you guys, but I guess I can explain it now. She's an abjurer. She has a shield with 17 hit points, and it absorbs the damage instead. And it resets whenever she casts an abjuration spell of first level or higher. She can also use her reaction to extend the ward to protect other people, which I never really got to. But it's listed on her second bar. I don't know if you can access it, but if you click on her, where her hit points are, there's a 17 next to her. Can you see that, Mal?
I can see 17.
Yep, can you change that? Yeah,
Guess so.
you can change it. Okay, so that's her shield
Okay.
for future reference. So that shield is down to 4, I believe. So her ward thankfully protected her from these things. Sorry I never got to that earlier, but it's a lot going on. Okay, but that ward thing that she can project to help other people, that's a 30-foot radius. So if you're far away, she can't do it. It's Peggy's turn. What would Peggy do, Zumasu?
She'd probably shoot things.
All right.
She does.
A lot of the ones that she can see have cover from her.
Okay, can she get on top of the cart?
Sure.
Okay.
She climbs up onto the cart with relative ease, and she can now see this one easy, as well as the back two.
Okay. She probably will save. So.
Okay, that's gonna hit.
Okay, she's trying.
Okay, that is also gonna hit for another 5. She launches 2 crossbow bolts, and they flash. It unleashes a blinding blast, so the creature is going to need to make a con save. And it succeeded, so it didn't seem to be affected by her blinding effect. Meanwhile, another creature
She tried.
crawls towards Boom Crash and is going to stab at her. Those are 2 hits for 15 total damage.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Mao, 'tis your turn.
Have any of them... Can I attack ones that have not attacked yet? Let's see. There's these 2 over here. Fine.
There's a few on the right that are in the distance. I'm not sure you have seen them
I
yet.
Don't think they've come into view yet. I guess I'm just gonna attack and try and take one down.
Okay. That's gonna hit. No sneak attack because nobody else is threatening it, but still 13 slashing. Okay, anything else from you?
How bloody does it look since I hit it?
You hit it, but it doesn't seem to have been bloodied yet.
Damn. Alright, I'm gonna move on top of the cart.
Right. It is going to provoke an attack unless you...
Disengage.
Yes. Okay. Boom Crash, is your turn.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast. Nope.
That does not hit.
Okay. Trying it again.
Unleash another doof blast from your talon. That one hits and pushes it 10 feet away. It collapses on the cavern floor further away. It takes a bit of damage, but it's still not a ton. Anything else from you?
Hunkering.
Okay, it is Grovel's turn. God damn, not these things again. And Grovel's gonna get over here, take out their Morningstar and their Spore Mace. That is 1 hit with the Morningstar for 11 damage. Ugh! Stab this, you son of a bitch! Meanwhile... another one, like, runs at Boom Crash, but it is far too chaotic to actually get in any damage. Last dude... He's going to head over to
Fuck.
Barty. And that doesn't hit Barty. Barty has a breastplate, so it's like just sinking into the breastplate, but not quite getting skin yet. Get this thing off of me! And Zumasu, it's your turn, last but not least.
Okay.
Can we run away from this encounter?
You could.
Where
We're
to?
kind of surrounded.
I know.
I'm gonna use this.
Use a what?
I'm gonna use a spell. I'm gonna do Crusader's Man.
Okay, what does that do? I don't think you've cast this before.
No, that's the one where everybody gets to do extra damage to them.
Oh, yeah, I
Until
think
this
you
comes
did.
down, the aura moves with you, center around you, while in the aura. Each non-hostile creature in the aura, including me, deals an extra radiant damage when it hits with a weapon attack. So I have a question about that. Is that extra even to crossbows?
Yeah, it's a weapon attack.
Sweet. Okay, yeah. So I'm just gonna make a little aura, and that's what I do.
Okay, how big's the aura?
30 feet.
30 feet, so that's pretty much everybody. Everybody has bonus to damage for their weapon attacks. If you're done, it is Ostric's turn.
I'm going to move in between. I think Drubel's got these ones. I'm gonna go protect. Just gonna go over here.
Okay, you go near where your allies are. Okay, Ostric, it is their turn.
Okay.
Alright, that is not a hit.
Yep. Okay, one more. Come on, darling.
That's a natural 20.
Yay! This sucker right there, attacking
Okay.
the navigator.
That's gonna be another d6 damage.
And he gets a D4.
And another... Oh, you actually rolled 2 d4s as the crit. As that's more like it. That's 20 damage to the creature. It is
Nice.
bloodied. Freshly bloodied from this one attack. Okay. Ostrich is done. Let's get some of these boys in. One is going to lunge at Boom Crash with a
Disadvantage.
spike and a stab. It has disadvantage on the first attack, which now does not hit. The second one does hit for 4 piercing.
Okay.
Another one is going to lunge at Rizzo once more. Hitting Rizzo twice with 12 damage. I gotta get out of here. Barty's turn. Barty is going to yell at Rizzo, "Quick, climb under the cart!" And she's gonna escape without attacks of opportunity. It's this thing's turn. It is going to go after Amon with no hits.
Yay.
It's Rizzo's turn. She is underneath the cart. She is going to toss a potion at this dude. It's going to need to make a dex save. No, please, let me see the character sheet. There we go. Dex save. That just barely makes it. This thing is astonishingly quick as it leaps out of the way of Rizzo's potion, which lands on the floor with a hiss. It is Hotch's turn.
Alright. Let's head down. And make
Okay.
Nope, I assume.
Nope.
And
Hotch is wildly swinging at these things, but they are both too quick and too hardy for Hotch to actually hit. Okay. It is now this thing's turn. It's going to lunge at Grovel. With, believe, 2 hits. Yeah, that's 2 hits. For a total of 10 damage to Gruvs. God damn, these things won't quit! Amon, it is your turn.
okay, who's actually
Rizzo's
hurt?
injured, but it might be a best interest to try and get these things away. Rizzo
Yeah.
seems safe for now.
Make a staff. Does the staff work if you make that floating staff thing? The bonus?
That's not a weapon
that's
attack, that's a spell attack.
However, I will do this. Okay, so I'm going to cast
I didn't hear that. Cast what?
Spirit Weapon.
Spirit weapon? Okay. Okay, that's gonna hit.
Okay, that's going to be
5?
yeah, 5 damage.
Right.
I'm going to make my melee attack against that.
Alright, that's gonna hit too.
Okay, light mace. I mean light. Going to
We can't hear you.
Yeah, you're cutting
coming
out a
in and
lot.
out.
1d4.
Okay. Plus anything?
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah, so just 2 damage, but I do have the Zumasu's
Radiance,
bonuses,
roll a
whatever.
d4 as well.
Oh, yeah.
Aw.
Pitiful. Okay, it is another one of the creature's turn. It's going to lunge at Juliana again. And hit her twice. One is going to expel her shield, reducing it to 0. And then the rest is going to go onto her for 5 damage. 'Tis Peggy's turn now. And
Alright, Peggy's
we're going to finish up this round. This is what I'm just going to let you guys know.
gonna attack the one attacking Juliana.
Okay,
18.
that's a hit.
It was bloodied, right?
This one is not.
Oh, okay. Well, it's 9 damage.
Okay.
And that's a miss.
Yeah, that is a miss, unfortunately. Okay. Next it is this thing's turn. It is going to head over to Zumasu. Also, I should note that now that these things are in close, these guys actually have pack tactics.
Oh, great.
Have we fought these before? Because Grubble
Yes.
That doesn't hit.
You fought
Okay.
them once. Did you say you were imposing disadvantage? That way?
Oh. No, it doesn't hit because it's... Oh, I thought it was attacking me.
It is attacking you.
Yeah, I have over 20 AC.
Oh, well, he got a natural 20.
That looks like a normal.
It does, but the first... Oh, did you not see the first hit?
Oh, the pack
The-
tickets
the
gives
first
advantage?
Yeah.
is green.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. So that's going to be an additional d6. The second one does not hit, right? So the first one is
Yeah.
going to deal 8 damage. Mao, it is your
Okay.
turn.
I'm gonna swing at the one over here near Juliana.
Okay.
I guess bonus action to hide from top of like the cart or something and attack him because he's distracted by another person. Oh wait, no, she's right there attacking him anyway. Never mind.
Yep.
I know how this
Oh.
works.
I have to roll for concentration, right?
Oh, yes, you do. The DC's 10.
DC's 10. I took 8 damage, so... Oh, it's still 10. Okay.
Yeah, it's still 10.
And that's an ability... I forget what that is. Ability
It's a
check?
concentration check. Constitution check. That's how I remember it.
Okay, I'm fine.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. Mao, you missed the creature.
Isn't it with advantage?
Nope. There's just a person within 5 feet of it. Doesn't give you advantage, it gives you sneak attack.
Okay, that's it.
Boom Crash, it is your turn.
Okie dokie, artichoke. Nope.
Okay, a miss. As you blast at one of them.
Nope.
And another miss. These things are rather quick. Grovel is going to give some whacks. Oh, and he got both whacks. He's
He
gonna
gets
hit
a
the
D4
one.
to each of
He's
those.
gonna hit near Boom Crash. So that's gonna deal 4 to that thing, plus the D4. Another 2. And then the second attack is going to go after this other one, which was a natural 20, so we will add an additional D4 and a D6 and 2 D4s, so that's 3 D4s and a D6. Okay, that's an additional 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 19 damage to the creature if it fails its con save. Which it did. This creature is also bloodied in one hit. Take that, fiend! Meanwhile, there's still 2 more left to go. This one's going to attack Zumasu with advantage. That's 1 hit on you, Zumasu, for 6 piercing. And this one is going to attack Amon with advantage.
Nope.
20 does not hit you, then no. Zumasu, it is your turn.
Wait, 20 does hit. I saw the 16. I didn't see the 20.
There's a 16 and a 20. I'm like doing them quickly, so roll 20 might be having trouble catching up.
Okay. That one hits, so I'll take 4.
You take 4 damage. Zumasu, it is your turn. You are the last person in this round.
Attack first.
Oof.
Second attack.
What a way to end this night. Alright, as these strange creatures are starting to move in, things are starting to look grim for you guys, but we will have to continue this next time as it is past midnight. So, yeah, it's quite a night. We've moved into a different sort of territory here. Next week is Valentine's Day weekend. Are you guys free on Sunday the 16th?
Yep.
Question is, are you free?
No, I'm not gonna be free.
You're not going to be free? Okay.
Nope.
Well, that's fair.
Sorry.
We could skip a week if we want to.
Mhm.
We are
Up to you
entering a
guys.
new region, so it's a fair thing to do. Do you guys want to skip one?
I'm fine.
I'm game. Whatever.
So
Yeah,
we will
whatever,
then.
whatever people will need.
I think we'll skip one and we'll reconvene on Sunday the 23rd. So we'll see you all then. Stay frosty. I don't know. I don't have a catchphrase for leaving. Goodbye, everyone, and have a good
Peace
night.
out.
Happy Valentine's Day.
You.
See you at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 23rd of February. Good night,
Peace.
everyone.
Mhm.